Hello, Cardinal fans. I want to welcome everybody to Week 10 of Cardinal football. Redbirds go on the road, and we go a little ways east, travel to Harrison, match up with the Golden Goblins. I'm Jeff Oxford. I'm joined back in the press box with my good buddy, former Scatback All-American, former high school football coach, current Pee Wee guru of the Pee Wee Coaching League, and Coach Morrison.
Yes.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, it's really me this week.
Well, you know what? Last week was Halloween.
Yeah.
And I went through the whole first half thinking it was you dressed up as Brian Law.
Well, that would have been a good costume.
It was very lifelike. You know, I thought some of the character or the characteristics that was put into it to make it look a little uglier than normal. I thought, man, if there's a Halloween costume contest tonight, Morrison just won it with this
I think next year that's why I'm going for Halloween.
Brian Law?
Yeah, Brian Law. That sounds like a good costume.
Oh, it was awesome.
Get me some spectacles. Yeah, I can do. I can pull that off.
Well, hey, glad you're back. Redbirds lost a tough one last week. Played a team, that was undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
And Redbirds played pretty good.
Yeah, I got to watch some of the game from home, and they really did. They came out and they played well. Defense did a good job of holding, a very, very good Maumelle team to 24 points. And the offense played pretty well. We're still banged up. We're still hurt. This is, for sure the last game of our season here coming into Harrison. Last game. Harrison's got a good team, but I think this is a game that's very winnable for us, and that if we come out and play our game and do what we're good at, that we can come out of here with a victory and maybe leave a little sour taste in Harrison's mouth.
Well, you talked about gave up 24 points. Coach gave up 14 points in about 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the last 3.5 quarters of last week's ball game was a dogfight. It was actually 14-7. We had the ball and a chance, had a chance to go tie. We punt to them, hold them. Defense played awesome last week. Defense held them, may have forced them to punt. And, Coach, this is just the way the ball's been bouncing for the Redbirds this year. Force them to punt. It's a bad snap.
Yeah.
Punter picks it up around the 14, 15-yard line. He's scrambling. We got guys chasing him. Out of desperation, he kicks it. Best kick he had all night. Cody Lero has to go running backwards. He tries to field it. Ball goes through his hands. They recover it down around our 30-yard line.
Yeah, it seems like the ball has bounced not against the Cardinals a lot this year. We've had a lot of things that just haven't gone our way, a lot of real close battles that we've played good, played really good at. And we were talking on the drive up here that if you look back at our schedule, look at all 10 games, I can name maybe one game that I think we didn't come out and play good in. And that would probably be Little Rock Christian. Other than that, we've played good all year. We've been close all year, been right there, and just not been able to pull out some victories. And part of that is because of injuries and depth. Part of it's because we're in a new league. We're facing new teams. We're at a disadvantage because everybody in this league, for the most part, has played these other teams before. There's a couple other newcomers besides us, but this is the first time that we've ever played Harrison. So I think that it's been a tough season for the Cardinals. You feel bad for our seniors that had to come in, but they've showed a lot of perseverance, a lot of toughness. They've fought through some hard times, fought through a lot of down times as far as injuries go, and they never give up. They've never ever have I seen them not fight till the bitter end. And boy, some of those have been the last 10 seconds. But this is going to be a big battle for us here tonight to try to end our season on a positive note, and hopefully we can come out with a victory.
Well, you mentioned injuries. I think we've got one guy left on the starting offensive line that we started the season with. We lost Hayden Sutton a couple of weeks ago to a knee injury. He will not play tonight. Last week we lost Justice Hobbs. He will not play tonight. Of course, he's not a lineman. He's a running back. Yeah. So just seemed like it's one of those years where everything that could go wrong has went wrong. When you look at Harrison, the Harrison Golden Goblins, let me tell you a little bit about Harrison. This is my wife's from here. When I was over here going to college, I watched Harrison play a bunch. I had several brother-in-laws that went through this program. I'll tell you this about Harrison. This community is dog crazy about Goblin football.
You could tell just by looking at the facilities and boy, we pulled in. We got here a little bit after 6, and the parking lot was packed. Yeah. There was no place to park. I had to park about a mile away.
Yeah,
I rode the tram in.
So the home crowd, and then you throw senior night on top of that, the home stands will be packed. But this is a program that is used to winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Harrison has a state championship back in 2000, I believe it was, 2001, 14-0. That was a team that relied on running the ball. Strong, fundamentally defense. Tonight what we're going to see is you're going to see a team that's going to spread the field. They're going to throw the ball. If you could say it's any team that we've seen so far that kind of mirrors it, I'd say it's more like a Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Probably not quite as fast-paced as Greenbrier. But I'll tell you this, the quarterback is pretty dang good.
Yeah. You know, Greenbrier, when we played them, they ran it. Really what hurt us against Greenbrier was a running game. You know, they had a running back that was really shifty, had a lot of speed, and they'd spread us out and hand it to him, and he'd find a gap and go. And tonight we're not going to see that. We don't expect to see it. You know, anything can happen, but I expect, and, you know, Coach Harper kind of expects to see them spread it out, get in quads, sometimes empty backfield, and throw the ball around. They got a great quarterback. He can throw it well. He's accurate. He's got some of the best stats in the state as far as quarterback stats go, and so they're going to spread it out and throw it. But, you know, Jeff, to be honest, I like that. I think that right now with as many people as we've lost across our defensive front, you know, we started with the 4 front. Now we've had to go to a 3 front because we've lost so many. We have more mobile, athletic, skill position type guys on defense now than we do down linemen, which is the exact opposite of what we could have said at the beginning of the season. But because of that, I think this passing offense kind of leads itself to help us a little bit. You know, if we can force them to throw it in the flats and come up and rally to it, I think we'll be okay.
Well, Harrison had their senior night tonight. Farmington's got some seniors tonight that's playing their last ball game, you know. And I look at this group, and this group's kind of special to me, Coach, because like you now, with your coaching your son in Pee Wee football, I was with these guys, you know, when they were 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade. So this is a special group. When I look out there and I think about Zach Yoakum, Morgan Lewis, Taryn Pettigrew, T.J. Askegaard, Cody Laro, Michael Ingram, you know, this whole senior class, you know, they're just, it's hard to describe. These boys have represented the school well, you know, and you throw the juniors in there with them, and of course the sophomores, and the record. I know the record's 4-5, but I'm extremely proud of what these boys have done this year and the way they've held their heads up. It's been so easy to let go of the rope and just show up.
Yeah.
But, you know, these are some guys that have come to practice every day, show up every Friday. And if you want to go from being a 4-5, 5-5, 4-6 team, whatever it ends up being, that's the kind of attitude you got to have where even after the playoffs is out of the picture, Monday through Thursday, show up with your lunch pail and work.
Yeah, and that's the type of kids that we have on this team. And I think I'm totally with you, Jeff. I'm very proud of this team, the way they've battled, the way they've fought. Come into, you know, this is new territory for Farmington. We've never played in 5A. First year to ever play 5A, and these guys came in, and I think there were some teams that thought, oh, Farmington, you know, they'll be an easy. That's an automatic W, and they found out it wasn't quite as easy as they thought it was going to be. They were able to beat, you know, some of those teams were able to beat us, but we took them to the end. And, you know, I'm really proud of the way our guys have fought and battled. And you talk about right now we're 4-5, but, hey, a few of those games, just a few yards difference here and there, we could easily be, you know, a 7-2 or a 6-3 team right now. And so, you know, really proud of these seniors, really, really proud of the atmosphere that they've set, the precedents they've set on continuing forward in the 5A. You know, I look down and see some of the grades below us, and I think we've got a great future, you know. You look at this facility here that Harrison has, and, boy, it's nice, Jeff. It's really nice. They got a nice indoor, got a nice stadium, press box, track, everything's nice. And you look at the plans that we've got for the future of our high school, and you know that hey, you know, not much longer we're going to be up in a press box like this at our home place, and you know, we're going to have a great auditorium and gym, and it's just exciting times for Farmington right now as you see our growth and our expansion and our updating our facilities. And you know, it's a good time to be a Cardinal, even though our record is not as great as we would like it to be. It's exciting times in Farmington.
Well, I think we got a player interview, and so why don't we do that, and then we'll come back and see if we can't get this thing going.
Sounds good.
I'm Ben Hadley here with senior safety Chaz Turner. So, Chaz, how are you?
I'm doing just great.
Good. And how do you think Maumelle compares to Harrison?
I think Maumelle was probably a lot more athletic than Harrison is, but Harrison is a little more technical and more well-run offense.
Yeah. Okay, and how are we preparing for Harrison?
We're really just having to really stick to our rules and just kind of solidifying everything we've learned over the whole year.
All right. And how is it going to be playing the last game of high school football?
That'll be tough, but I guess I just have to play with no regrets.
Yeah, that's it, and back to the broadcast.
What's that? Toaster chairs.
Tony Sacheries. Turn your same old into Creole with Tony Sacheries' famous Creole seasoning. It brings out the flavor of any food. Use it instead of salt and pepper.
Here, Mom. It's Tony Chacharoos.
Tony Sacheries. Whoa! Tony Sacheries' famous Creole seasoning makes everything taste great.
Let's face it, the family budget is under attack, and PG Telco's coming to the rescue with high-speed internet for as little as $9.95 per month for 12 months, and they back their service with a 24-hour repair service guarantee. That means you'll be connected to Farmington Cardinal Athletics on pgtelco.com. So if you're looking for local and long-distance phone service, the high-speed internet, or even direct TV, you can get it all at PG Telco. Call them at 267-7200. That's 267-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
The sky's the limit with MyBlue checking from Arvest Bank. With MyBlue, you'll sleep better at night knowing your checking account helps safeguard you and your family against identity theft, covering all types of identity fraud events, financial or otherwise, anywhere in the world. You'll be able to deposit a check to MyBlue just by using your smartphone, and you'll have the freedom of more branches and more hours. Have higher expectations about banking? Make the switch to MyBlue checking, only from Arvest Bank.
Oh, crap.
Springdale. With our family-owned, customer-friendly service, you'll enjoy a better way to buy. Come see us and discover the Everett difference. It's a better way to buy and the right way to do business. Family-owned, customer-friendly, the all-new Everett Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram at the corner of Don Tyson and 71B in Springdale.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson Grilled and Ready chicken breast fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson Grilled and Ready chicken.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back 8 minutes before kickoff. And, Coach, it's kind of become a customary thing. We do it every week.
Yeah.
We got to tell the people at home what the weather's going on.
It's important.
So we go to our local expert.
Yeah.
Weatherman Will.
I know. Every week I look forward to talking to Weatherman Will.
Let me see if Weatherman Will's there. Hey, Weatherman Will, you around here?
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, tell us exactly what's going on with the weather.
Well, it's going to be in the...
No, I don't want to know what it's going to be. I want to know what it is.
Well, right now it is 52 degrees Fahrenheit out here.
52 degrees.
It'll get low into the 48, I believe, is the low that we'll see tonight playing.
What about precipitation, Weatherman?
None.
No precipitation?
No precipitation.
Clear skies?
What about wind?
No, not a lot of wind.
It's shaking a bunch up here now.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well,
no wind?
The flag's not moving very much. A little bit.
You got to look toward the flagpole to see that now.
He's got sophisticated weather tools. He looks at the flag.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's the best way.
All right. Well, there you go, Cardinal fans. The weather by our own expert, Weatherman Will.
You know, you ever watch Dan Scoff? I'm a big Dan Scoff fan.
Yeah.
And he does these weather webcasts.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he looks like right there, sitting in front of his computer. That makes Will look professional, sitting there in front of the computer like that.
Well,
it makes him look. Now, it doesn't make him professional. Makes him look professional.
I'm turning Will back up here because I'm going to let him defend himself. But it's going to take a whole lot more than what we just did to make him look professional. Yeah.
Well, he's not wearing his Duke sweatshirt tonight, so that's a positive right there.
Here's why. Because he wore that trash last Friday.
Did you give him some?
No, I was very nice to him.
Yes.
But after I kicked him out at Russellville and picked him up at Clarksville, I told him that if you ever wear that again, you won't. You know, it's going to be bad news. Will, we appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey,
Hey, there's no eclipse tonight either. Jeff pointed out last week there's an eclipse, but there wasn't.
No, you said that.
You said that.
You said that. Here's a guy that it's dark, and he says it's partly cloudy. Well, yeah, when it's 8:30 at night, it's it's going to be dark. Now, see, Coach Morrison, this is the kind of stuff you have to deal with when you're not around.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It just goes off crazy.
You go off to work every week.
Yeah.
And you spend all week at work.
Yeah.
You went to Chicago this week.
I did.
I sit in my office and deal with these three guys.
Let me tell you. Speaking of that, I was in Chicago all week, and I was in a meeting, and in the meeting room right next door to me was Major League Players Association meeting.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I went over there and said, how come the Royals didn't win it?
Yeah, did they have an answer for you?
Well, they said, this is what I was told in a roundabout way, that the Giants, all of them are on the juice.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. California.
Yeah, all on the juice. The Royals are the only ones out there, besides your Red Sox, that aren't on the juice.
That's pretty much.
And everybody knows that the Red Sox aren't on the juice because of their record.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
they're definitely not on the juice.
Yeah, so
that's about all there is to do in California is pay taxes and take steroids.
Well, I don't know about that. You won't get me to comment on that, but I know that Derek Jeter finally came. Oh no, it wasn't Derek Jeter. It was Rodriguez. He finally come clean. Said he did it. Like none of us knew.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah,
we knew. Hey, you know what? We got something new tonight.
What's that?
We already showed the player interview. Bowtie Ben was on there.
Yep.
We're going to let our Facebook fans guess where Bowtie Ben's bowtie came from.
Hey,
the first person to guess is going to get a prize package.
A prize package.
Prize package.
Can I guess? Because I always get this stuff right.
Well, you got to let them. You got to let them have a chance.
Realistically, there's nobody out there even listening to us.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay,
we have no fans. Matter of fact, we are probably the only ones that are going to see this.
I bet there's a lot of people watch, but I bet there's not very many people who listen.
Well, you're probably right.
Yeah, they turn it on and they turn the sound down.
Yeah.
They just watch.
Well, that's usually when I go back and watch them. That's what I do.
Yeah, turn the sound off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Just watch the ball game. Yeah. We are about 3 minutes and 15 seconds away, and here comes the Goblins, all their seniors. 4, 8, 12, 16,
hey, I just
21 of them.
I got a text from my wife that says I'm listening. So there's one. We got one person who's out there listening.
Now, see, you're either lying to me now or you lied to me on the way down here when you was talking about your wife and you said she never listens.
Hey,
but we wasn't necessarily talking about this, but you just said you had said something about your wife, and I said, well, that don't make no sense. He goes, yeah, she never listens.
Now, Jeff, you're throwing me under the bus here. I said that to you, confidentially.
But you didn't say that. You didn't say.
Well, that's an understood.
You can't repeat this. Okay, I back up. With the utmost respect.
So that's how you're going to preface it, with the utmost respect.
With the utmost respect.
You can say whatever you want now.
Said. Yeah. Has anybody guessed yet?
No.
I hadn't even seen the bow tie. What did it look like?
It was American flag.
He had one of those that he got from a truck stop.
Now this one was a little bit. It was a little bit more, sophisticated. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Did he buy this one at a fireworks stand? Does it have a fuse?
No, it does not have a fuse.
Does it spin around?
That would be a cool bow tie, though. I think we need to patent that.
So with this bow tie, did it come in a package with one of them hats that had the little umbrella on the top or the little propeller on the top of it?
No, it did not. But that's
that'd
another
be
good one.
sweet.
That would be.
Yeah.
I told Ben I'm going to make him a bow tie.
Out of what?
Out of wood. I'm going to make him a wooden bow tie.
Okay. Now, let me tell you something. I like Ben. I like Ben a lot. But have you seen Ben tote anything?
No, I have not.
It better be a light piece of wood.
Because he might weigh him down a little bit.
Yeah. He'd get his back hurt.
Well, I just put something on our Facebook page. So our fans can go and they can comment. We'll see how many people are listening. Julia Williams just texted me, too, and said she's listening. So there's 2.
Julia's listening?
Yeah, so far Ledbetter Elementary is 100%. That's all our listeners come from Ledbetter.
Julia probably getting her hair fixed.
And listening to us at the same time.
Yep. Got it piped in through the hairdryer. Hey, did anybody see who won the toss?
I did not.
Well, y'all aren't much help.
No, we didn't pay close attention. So, hey, we're getting guesses already. We got one from my wife says Silver City. Sorry, sweetie, that's wrong. One from Etsy.
Oh, yeah, she's sweetie now.
Stacy Romines.
Oh, yeah.
I got to, you threw me under the bus. I got to build my way back up.
Sorry, sweetie. Yeah. I bet you probably told her she didn't listen, right?
I didn't. I've never said my wife.
You told her where the bow tie was from, but she didn't listen.
She didn't know. My wife listens very well. Sometimes she listens too good. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm not a very good listener.
Well, all right.
Tell you what, we'll wait till we'll let the first quarter go by. In between the first and second quarter, we'll announce where Ben's bow tie came from.
Well, let me tell you right quick. Few guys I want to call out. Chaz Turner, he's been a 3-year starter. He's done a great job. This is his last ball game. Play receiver, secondary. Cody Laro, here's a kid that comes in sometimes receiving as a receiver, plays in the secondary, returns punts. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. TJ Askegaard's had an awesome year at linebacker. Done a great job coming down. Here's a guy that played in the secondary, moved down to the linebacker spot. Josh Blue, play running back tonight. Josh is a kid that he's had a couple of injuries during his career. Never gave up.
Had a great game last week.
Yeah, Josh is a big one. 5'7", 150. Yeah, Josh is a huge one. Don't think I need to tell you how big of a fan I am of the next one, Zach Yoakum. Zach just always amazes me, a guy his size and how hard he can be to block from that defensive end spot. I feel kind of cheated that I didn't get to see him play with the full defensive line all year.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what he would have done against this caliber talent if we wouldn't have had all the injuries we had. Going on through, I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Taron Pettigrew. Here's a guy that missed all of last year with a knee injury. Come back, has had a great year. Done a great job on the defensive end spot. Morgan Lewis. Morgan, 3-year guy. He's a center. I'll try to go through the rest of them. Rustin Dutton, here's a guy that comes to practice every day. He's plays some. He's a guy that all he wants to do is play some football, be on the team. It takes guys like that. Then you got Gabe Sequici, who's teed it up. Hey, look at here, a little onside type kick, and they're going to field it at the 42, trying to get to the outside. Fair catch called for right there. There should be a flag because he took off running, so it should have been a delay of game.
Yeah, you can't. You're right, Jeff. You can't signal for fair catch and then take off running.
There's the flag. See, I told y'all I had something in store for y'all tonight. I am piped in with the white hat. So I expect a lot of calls to go our way tonight.
Yeah, you're going to tell him what to call.
It's sort of like when you watch a college football game and they got the replay guy up there. I'm him tonight.
Yeah, but you're live.
I'm live.
You're the eye in the sky.
Yes.
You're scoping it out. And if there's a flag should be thrown, you're going to tell him.
I'm the eye in the sky, and you're up here with me. So. All right, looking across the front there, looks like we got Morgan Lewis. Trying to see way over there. Jacob Waller, and Zach Yoakum across the front. Here they are, 4 receivers, 1 running back. Here comes the handoff up the middle. It breaks the tackle at the 35. Now he's swinging it out to the 40, the 45, and is going to go out of bounds at the 48. And it looked like Zach Yoakum, may have been Zach that had an opportunity to get him in the backfield, but it's going to be a pickup of about 12 and a first down.
Yeah, that we're going to see him, swing the ball around. That's the kind of pass we want him to make. We want him to throw it off in the flats. We want to rally to it. We just don't want to let anything over our heads. We want to stop the big play. If you can stop the big play against a pass offense like this, sooner or later they're going to drop one or make a mistake, and you're going to get the ball.
Here comes a handoff back to the near side, and is going to be brought down by T.J. Escagard and Cody Lero, but it's going to be a pickup of about 9 down inside the Cardinal 45 down to about the 43-yard line.
Now, there's the one thing we can't do defensively is we can't let them get big yardage on a first down run. We need to force them to pass the ball. We just crashed down a little bit too hard there on the defensive end spot, weren't able to regain and come back and bounce it back outside. But we've got to keep them hemmed up as far as the running game goes and force them to pass it.
Redbirds show blitz, and there is Zach Yoakum along with Morgan Lewis in the backfield. They're going to give him forward progress right back to about the line of scrimmage. Charlie Wood showed blitz. So you have Charlie, T.J. Escagard playing your linebackers, Josh Williams, Josh Blue, Chaz Turner, Cody Lero, Stephen Paya, and Michael Ingram is rounding out your secondary. Lero showing blitz off the backside. Here they come, the option, quarterback keeper, and he's going to be short of the first down.
Well, we had him about 2 yards short, Jeff, and he was able to kind of sidestep and slide out of there. But where they spotted him, it's going to be close. I think they're going to have to measure.
They're not going to have to measure. If you look over there,
oh, you're right.
The stick is on the 42. We're shy of the 42 here. These are not Tracy Sutton painted lines. These are accurate.
That's right.
Yeah, and 18's offsides. Now he backs up. So 4th down.
Nope, we didn't cross. You're going to stretch
Here
us
it is,
out.
4th down at 6 inches, and your favorite, they're in the shotgun. Quarterback's going to tuck it and get up to across the 40 down to about the 37-yard line.
But so far, Jeff, our outside edges, as far as the run game goes, have been a little bit weak. We're going to do a better job of posting up on those on those tackles, posting up on their outside shoulder and not turning our shoulders. That's what I see us doing is we're turning our shoulders to the inside, and when we do that, it's hard for us to turn around and come back to them.
Well, the Cardinals have got a Redbird down on the field. Looks like Jacob Waller. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about...
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jacob got up, walked off the field. Coach, I think he may have just got the breath knocked out of him.
That's what it kind of looked like, because he got up at first, and then he got back down, and you could tell he was trying to breathe, and he just got the breath knocked out of him.
Here they are lined up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side. Here comes pressure from Pettigrew up the middle. He's going to cut loose, and that pass is picked off by Josh Blue at the 25 and out of bounds at the 28. Pettigrew put pressure on him. Quarterback was rolling out toward the Goblin sidelines, cut it loose, and just inside the 20, Josh Blue undercut the receiver.
Yeah, it's a great job there by Josh. He saw the pass coming. He kind of, when a quarterback rolls this way, they're probably not going to throw back towards the middle of the field on that far side, so it really condenses the part of the field you have to cover. We had a lot of guys, and they only had 2 receivers, and so a good job there by the defense, get the turnover. That's what I like about going against a passing team is that there's always a chance you're going to get the ball quickly.
Well, here comes Waggle and the boys. Waggle, 3-step drop. And hits Turner, and Turner catches it, goes for the first down.
It looks like they're going to get a face mask.
Yeah, flag on the play, on the Cardinal sidelines. Looks like we're going to have a face mask, so tack a few more yards on it.
Great first play call there by Coach Adams. They backed off on us. The corner was playing about 8 yards deep, just on the little 5-yard out, Waggle put it right where he needed to, made the catch, got some extra yards, got the first down and the penalty. So great way to start it off offensively. So far, offensively and defensively, Cardinals are looking good.
Oh, it's the big one.
Yeah, it's the big one.
The big one. 15 yards moves it down to the Goblin 44. Do I have to say Golden Goblin?
No, you can just say Goblin.
Goblin.
You could just say Harrison if you wanted to.
Goblin. Here's Waggle. Here comes, fakes the handoff to Blue. Now he's rolling out, and he's got a little pressure. He's going for Ingram. Ingram's going to make the catch at the 18. He makes one miss and gets down inside the 15, down to the 14. double coverage.
Yeah.
Ingram just wanted a little more than the rest of them.
Well, they were all over him. They got double coverage, one in front, one behind, and but both their backs were turned. And Josh threw that in just a place where Ingram could go up and get it. Great pass, great catch, and Cardinals are on the move.
First down and 10. The ball at the Goblin 14-yard line. The Redbirds got it rolling right now. Here comes Waggle and the boys. Putnam's your fullback, Blue's your tailback. Turner split to the far side. Ingram and Odell to the near side. Waggle's going to go up under center. Here comes a handoff to Blue. Blue dances at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get down inside the 10, down to, well, they're going to mark him right at the 10.
Well, we'll take that every time. You're inside the 15-yard line. You first down, you run it, you get 4 yards. Good job of Josh there, finding a hole, getting up in it, getting as much as he could get. And main thing right now is when you're inside the 20, you're in the red zone, good ball management. Don't let that ball hit the ground and just get positive yards.
9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Waggle's going to go back up under center.
It's like we're going to call a timeout, Jeff.
Hey, I just assumed, I look out there and I see 73 for the Redbirds.
Is that Hayden Sutton? I know there was a chance he was going to try to play tonight.
That's Hayden Sutton, and I just assumed that he wasn't going to play.
Hayden's got an LCL injury. He's going to have surgery on it, I think, later on. But I think that it's one of those injuries you can play with, and then once the season's over with, get that thing worked on.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel good for him. That's a senior. This is great. He gets to play the last game of the year. So you got Sutton, Lewis, and Charlie Wood. Those are 3 guys that have started this season on the offensive line. So far, really, the only one of them that's stayed 100% healthy is Charlie Wood.
Yeah, we've had. You look at both sides of both sides of the line, offense and defense. We've had lots of injuries, lots of things that kind of held us back. But even so, they've played well. The guys who've come in, Taryn Pettigrew is one of those guys who's come in off an injury from last year and has kind of filled in for us. Due to some injuries on the defensive line. He's done a great job.
Here comes the toss to Blue. Blue cuts it in at the 5, down inside the 5. He's going to get all the way to the end zone. Blue, is that a flag right there?
No, I think there's a one on this side, too. It's some sort of marker. I keep thinking it's a flag.
You know what that is? That is part of the soccer setup.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
You are right.
Yep.
Don't know what it's for, but it's something.
Part of the soccer. So the Redbirds take a lead on the Golden Goblins. With 8:28 left to go here in the first quarter, Gabe Sequici comes in to try to make it a 7-0 ball game.
We talked about before the game, Jeff, that the offense they run kind of leads itself to our defense and to the skill position guys we've got. Looks like so far that, what they've got defensively, we just took the ball, drove it down, was able to score. They helped us out a little bit, but it's a great start for the Cardinals. It's makes us feel like, hey, this is a very winnable game, which we knew that coming in, but now we're just proving it.
It's, you kick off, so you're going to get the ball to start the second half. Your defense comes up with a big interception. You take it down, you get on the board first. Coach Law used to tell us all the time when we was all doing it. What do you always say? That first one's the hardest one to get.
First one's the hardest one to get, yeah. And we've talked about this a lot too, Jeff, is that we've had some turnovers this year, but a lot of times we've gotten turnovers and not been able to produce, not been able to get the points off of those turnovers. But that's a big deal. Anytime you can get a turnover and then get points off of it, boy, that's huge.
Boy, they are expecting us to pooch kick it, and I'd like to see us put it on about the 25 right over here. That'll work.
That's what we did.
That'll work too. It's going to be fielded at the 6-yard line, and here comes the Redbirds. Giving pursuit, and great job there by Walker. Now what number was that? That was number 9. That Jake Oskey come in and held the corner. Walker Davis come in and cleaned him up. So they're going to set up shot first down and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I like that we're keeping them.
That's going to keep them
guessing.
thinking, isn't it?
Yeah. They don't know if we're going to pooch kick it. They don't know if we're going to kick it deep. They don't know if we're going to try to sky kick it around the 25. That's good. Always keep that defense, that return team guessing.
Well, he fielded that at the 9-yard line, about 25 yards behind all of his blockers. So they're in shotgun. Here comes in motion. Here comes the toss. Cody Laro's in there to slow him up. He breaks 2 tackles in the backfield, another tackle in the backfield, and is going to be brought down, but he picks up about 7 yards. Cody Laro stopped him at about the 12 and turned him around. And then I couldn't tell who come in, but he broke a couple tackles, and instead of a loss of about 8, they picked up about 7.
Yeah, that's a good job there. We were there. We were set up for the play they had run, and they're able to bounce it back and get some yardage on it. But we just got to finish. Defense is all about finishing the play, getting lined up and getting and finish.
Empty backfield, receivers everywhere. Here comes pressure from the backside from Paya. Now they've got him hemmed up. He breaks a tackle. Now he's going to be brought down at the 24, 23-yard line. Stephen Paya forced him out of the pocket, and when he did, there was Charlie Wood along with Morgan Lewis and Zach Yoakum.
You know, they emptied out towards our sideline. The running back went over there in the slot over towards our sideline. As soon as they did that, Stephen Paya went. I don't know if that was called before the play, or if when it emptied out, Stephen has an automatic go. But either way, it was a good play. That big tackle couldn't get over there on him.
4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Here comes the quarterback rolling out. He's got a receiver open at the 35-yard line. The pass is going to be complete, and you could see that long before he threw it. They sent 3 receivers deep and sent the inside receiver on a 10 and out, and that one got left alone.
Yeah, we're playing cover 2, so our corners are bailing on that, and he's supposed to come up on the flats, and we just didn't come up quite quick enough.
So 1st down and 10, the ball just across the Goblin 35. Here comes the blitz off the backside. Here comes a screen pass. It's caught at the 42-yard line. Tried to shake the tackle of, I think that's Stephen Paya. Paya makes the tackle. Going to be right at the 1st down marker. Going to be just a tad bit short, it looks like.
Yeah, so far
they're going to say it's 1st down.
Had some success throwing the ball underneath. You know, when I say we want them to throw it in the flats, we mean, right at the line of scrimmage. Right now they're pushing us up the field and then running outs and throwing it underneath and about the 10 yard, about 10 yards deep, and we got to be able to come up on those and knock those down.
Here comes another drag route, and this time they're going to pay for it, but he's still going to pick up about 6 yards.
They're executing very well. We've talked about how good their quarterback is. He's accurate. He knows what receivers. He's run this offense all year. He's had a chance to really, figure out his rhythm and know who's going to be open on what play. And right now they're in a rhythm. We got to try to disrupt that a little bit. Maybe move around a little bit as far as defenses go. Send somebody, drop a lineman, anything to get him off his rhythm.
Nick Huff is in at defensive end. Here comes the pass across the middle, and that pass goes through the hands of T.J. Escagard and through the hands of the Goblin receiver, so it's incomplete.
Yeah, good defense there. Good job, T.J. dropping out from his linebacker position, finding the ball, getting his hands up. Well, you'd love for him to be able to come down with that, but that ball was moving. And so he did a good job just being able to knock it down.
So Jacob Waller's back out there along with Zach Yoakum, and Nick Jones is your front 4. Here comes the quarterback keeper. He's going to get a 4 yards, breaks a tackle, broke 2 tackles, and going to end up picking up 8 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, we're right next door to our coaches, and you can hear them. They're excited, and then all of a sudden they're hitting the table because we got them. We got them wrapped up. We just got to finish. We're there. We're in position. You can't let them get an easy 1st down because they're breaking tackles. We got to bring them down at contact.
3 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Here comes Nick Huff with pressure, forces the quarterback to run it. He tucks it. He's at the 30. Going to be run out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. And Huff brought the pressure from the backside, but
again, Jeff, we're getting our shoulders turned. Our outside rushers, our 2 defensive ends, are turning their shoulders to the inside. And then when they do that and that quarterback rolls out, it takes that extra second for us to get our shoulders square and get back on him. So we got to do a good job of keeping our shoulders square, coming up the field, and playing off the shoulder of the defensive tackle or the offensive tackle.
1st down and 10. The ball at the Redbird 27. Straight drop. Here comes Huff from the backside. Now the quarterback's going to tuck it and run again. He's at the 20. Down to the 15, the 10. And uncustomary, we're missing a lot of tackles tonight.
Yeah, we are. We've had a few, lots of chances here where we've got them hemmed up and they're not able to do it. And on that play right there, but we just rushed too far. And you can do that. You can rush too hard and too far up the field. We rushed about 15 yards up the field, and it left a big gash for the quarterback. If you're a defensive end, your rule is always rush to quarterback depth, and that's it. You don't want to rush past the quarterback because that leaves a gap for him to go in.
First down and 10. Here comes the handoff up the middle. It's going to be hit right at the line. The quarterback keeper. Touchdown. Well, they faked me out.
Yeah, that's a good job. He rode it all the way. Good play there by them. But we got to do a better job. You know, I know that we're stacked right now for the pass because that's what we expect them to do. But we got to do a better job of our linebackers, our defensive ends, and even our secondary guys seeing that it's not a pass and coming up and making those tackles. And I think you hit on it already, Jeff. The main thing we got to do is make tackles. We're there in position a lot of times. We're just not finishing.
So 5 minutes, 1 second left to go in the first quarter, and here comes the Goblins' attempt to tie it up. The kick is up, and it looks good, and it is. So it's right back to even.
Yeah. Harrison did a great job there of rebounding. You know, we were able to get the turnover, drive down and score on. They didn't get down. They came back out here and drove it down on us and scored. Now we got to do the same. We got to, we're going to go over here and work on our defense. We're going to talk to our guys and figure out some things that we're not doing right. We'll make some adjustments, but right now we just got to, the main thing, we got to maintain a drive here and let our defense have a little chance to rest. I say that, but we got a lot of guys who are on defense who are going to be on offense right now.
Well, how are they going to rest?
That's right. You can't. Yeah. You can't. We don't need rest. It's the last game of the season.
Yep. Sort of like on the Water Boy.
Yeah.
It's the last game of the season. No holds barred now.
That's right. You can go all out.
Yeah.
Leave it all out on the field. Hey, we want to remind our fans, if they want to guess where Ben's bow tie came from, just go to our Facebook page. It's Farmington Cardinals Live. Make a guess. If you win, if you're the first person to guess where it came from, you get a prize package.
Prize package.
Yeah, prize package. You get a free ticket to next week's football game.
Yep.
And then you're going to get a signed picture, signed autographed picture of Will the Weatherman.
That is awesome. Mm-hmm. I won't be guessing.
You don't want a signed picture of Will the Weatherman?
No, I don't. That ball, onside kick, that ball's on the ground. And Farmington come up with it, and we got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, that ball bounced around a lot. We weren't quite ready for it. We had our shoulders turned and looked like we were about to go set up our wall before we saw it kicked. That's the one rule if you're the front line on the kickoff return team is see the ball kicked before you turn and run.
Well, it looked like we was expecting it, and then at the last minute we bailed out into normal return, and then when we did that,
they went and kicked it. Yeah.
They're tricky. So Waggles up under center, 3 receivers split to the far side, and here comes a wide receiver screen to Ingram. Ingram shakes one at the 39. He's up the sidelines. He's at the 50, the 40, and going to be run out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, good play. So far, 2 good plays to start off both these drives. Picked up a lot of yards. Good job of getting that ball out there quick to Ingram. He makes the first guy miss, and on a wide receiver screen like that, you make one guy miss. The other 2 guys are going to be blocked. You're going to pick up some yardage.
First down and 10, the ball at the Goblin 40-yard line. Ingram and Odell split to the far side. Here comes the counter. Nope, they faked the counter and threw it to Nick Huff, and he is going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Harrison did a good job that play of sniffing that out. They fought, they didn't let Nick Huff have a smooth release, and it's a good play fake. The counter play is a good play for us, and everybody thought, we're running the counter. We roll back out of it, but they sniffed it out. It's a good job there by the Harrison defense.
Pickup of a yard, so it's second down and 9 with 4:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Waggles back up under center. 3 receivers split to the far side. Odell split to the near side. Here comes the toss to Blue. Blue's going to cut it back up at the 40. I thought he was down at the 39. Then all of a sudden you just see his little helmet pop out at the 35.
Yeah, that's a great job by Josh. You think, they've got him hemmed up. He's going to be minimal gain. And, boy, he just squirts out of there and gets an extra 3 or 4 yards. Good job of him finding a hole, getting up in there and getting those extra 3 yards.
So it's third down and a long 5.
we're right now where we're at on the 40, I think, or on the 35. It's probably 4 down territory, so we got 2 downs to try to pick this up.
Waggle's going to line up in the shotgun. Blue's going to be right beside him. Host of receivers to the near side. Odell split by himself on the far side. Here comes the tunnel screen, and that pass is incomplete.
Boy, he catches that, Jeff, and I don't know if he picks up the first down, but he's really close. He had a lane there for him to run in.
So it's going to be 4th down and 5. With 3:31 left to go here in the first quarter. Waggles in the shotgun. Going to deep for Odell, and that pass is overthrown at the 5-yard line. So the Goblins is going to take over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Found out who number 5 was.
Who was it?
Number 5 is Xavier Wilbanks, ninth grader playing up.
Speaking of a ninth grader, they wrapped their season up. Had a great year, 8-1.
They did. Had a really good, and the one game they lost was a big one,
Yep.
Prairie Grove.
Yep.
But that's a game they had some injuries, and don't want to make excuses. But that's a game they go back now and wish they could play over again. They think that was a very winnable ball game for them. They had a great season.
So here comes the Redbird defense now. Going to have to get a stop. 7-7. Here they are, midline option, and that going to get across the 39 up to about the 40-yard line. TJ Askegard in on the tackle.
We're getting a little bit of push there across the defensive front. We got it. We're short there. We're short-handed across the defensive line, but we got to come out low, stand those guys up. They're giving us a pretty clear read on a run pass. You watch their their offensive linemen. They're popping their heads up when it's a pass. They're coming out pretty low when it's a run. So we got to get our reads and get in there and make a tackle.
Oh, got a screen set up, and he just outran his blockers.
Yeah, they had a whole wall of guys out there.
So that pass, great screenplay. We didn't have that stay-home guy.
No, you got to have a guy who's a non-believer, who when you get let go and you're rushing and nobody's blocking you, got to, whoa, hold on, there's something going on here that's not right. You got to bail out and try to knock that pass down.
Quarterback keeper, he rows around the left side. He gets across the 30, down inside the 25, 24-yard line, and right now, they found a little something that's working.
Yeah, it looks like our outside linebackers are supposed to be the one keying on the quarterback there for the keep, and they're kind of getting sucked in, getting their shoulders turned, trying to come in and help on that tackle on the dive back. But you've got to trust your other guys. You got to trust that defensive front that they're going to make the tackle on the dive back, and you've got to stay out there and be in good position for the quarterback.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Quarterback looks over to the sidelines to get the play. I just signal in for him to throw an interception.
Yeah.
Here comes the screen play again, and this time it's going to be blown up by Charlie Wood by a host of Cardinals.
Yeah, better job there rallying to that, seeing it. That's a wide receiver, a little different than the last play because it's just wide receivers. They didn't release any linemen, but we did a good job of coming underneath the blockers and making the tackle right when the ball was caught.
So a pickup of 2 yards. The ball's down at the Cardinal 22. It's 2nd down and 8. Minute 35 left to go in the first quarter. Boy, this quarter seems like it's taking forever.
Yeah, yep. Lots of passes.
Lined up in the shotgun. And here he breaks containment again and is going to get to the 15, down out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
I was kind of hoping they would have thrown that because if he throws that, they've got linemen downfield. Looks like it was supposed to be a screen play, but something happened, and he kind of rolled out of it. But if he would have thrown it, they had linemen about 20 yards downfield.
So 1st down and 10. The ball's at the Cardinal 12-yard line. Pretty much gone every play out of this same formation. Here comes the handoff right up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. Is going to fall across the 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, one thing we're kind of lacking right now, Jeff, defensively, is we haven't had a whole lot of linebacker fill on that run game up the middle. I know they're bailing out looking for pass, but you got to sense when it's not a pass. Read the hats of the offensive linemen. A lot of times they're going to tell you what it is, and when it's a run, you got to come up quick.
2nd down and 2. The ball inside the Cardinal 5. Here comes the handoff again. Lowers his shoulder, going to be hit at the 2 and drove back by T.J. Askegard and Walker Davis. Going to give him forward progress down just inside the 2. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, they're going to have 4 chances, 3 chances, however you want to look at it here from inside the 2. The way they're running the ball up the middle, we got to do a better job of getting a more push on their linemen. It looks like, size-wise, maybe they've got us beat a little bit across the front.
Here comes the quarterback keeper. He's going to tuck it outside and going to get into the end zone. Start up the middle, then cut it off the left guard. So with 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Goblins take a 13 to 7 lead and pin in the extra point.
This is a good Goblin team. They've won a lot of games this year by a lot of points. They're an offensive-minded team. They're going to try to put lots of points on the board. So far, we've done okay defensively, but we just got to make some corrections. We got to put some points on the board offensively.
Well, the snap was dropped, and the Redbirds are going to drop them back at the 10-yard line, so that's a big extra point right there.
Yeah, that could definitely come back to haunt Harrison. We saw that against Greenbrier. We had trouble getting our extra points, and here we'd scored as many touchdowns as they had, but they were beating us by 6, because we hadn't scored any extra points, and they had scored, a bunch of 2-point conversions. So that could definitely come back to hurt Harrison.
So 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Now it's time for the Cardinal offense. Cardinal offense had some success moving the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, a couple drop passes that last time around. One little play action pass that they sniffed out for minimal gain and kind of killed the drive there. Just got to keep doing what we're good at. Keep a balanced run, pass attack, and I think we'll be successful.
Josh Blue is going to go back deep. It looks like we're thinking they're going to try to onside kick it again. And this time it's a high pooch kick that somebody needs to get on it. It goes out of bounds. Well, you got to come up after that.
Yeah, that's a live ball. It hit inbounds, I think. Didn't it hit inbounds and then bounce out? But yeah, they can catch that on the fly. They can't advance it, but they can catch it. It doesn't have to hit the ground. Doesn't have to hit one of our players.
It has to hit the ground.
No, if it goes 10 yards, it doesn't have to hit the ground.
No, it has to hit the ground.
For them to pick it up?
Yes, the only way you don't on an onside kick is because the ball goes off the ground first. A pooch kick, they can catch it, but it's going to be Farmington's ball there.
We're going to have to look that up.
You look that up. I'll bet you a chili dog.
See, because I remember, this is back in the old days,
Yeah.
Caleb Stiles. Caleb Miller played for the Razorbacks. Caleb Stiles caught one running down the sidelines. He was on the kickoff team and caught one in the air, and he ran it in for a touchdown. That shouldn't have happened.
I can tell you for a fact that we was at Shiloh one night. We caught one like that, and they gave them the ball.
Well, that's because we were at Shiloh.
I'm just telling you what the rules are. I'm just telling you.
We're
Somebody going to have to Google that, but I'm right.
Yeah, you need to. Well, you got the headset with the white hat. Just ask him.
I'm not going to bother him now.
He's busy.
Yeah, 2nd down and 5. That pass was complete to Ingram.
We'll get on. We'll Google that.
Waggles up under center, hands off to Blue. Blue cuts it to the outside at the 45, the 50, the 45, all the way down to about the 44-yard line, 45-yard line. Good run there, good blocking up front. Zach Yoakum, Charlie Wood, Hayden Sutton.
Yeah, good job of sealing them off. Sealed off that edge. Josh hit it. That's the one thing about Josh. He's got speed. You talked about earlier, he's not the biggest guy out on the field, but he's got quickness, and he can hit that accelerator and go from 0 to 60 real fast. And that's exactly what he did there. He hit the corner, and he turned it on and was able to pick up some good yardage.
Tanner Barnes is that other lineman that's out there. Waggles going up under center. Putnam's your fullback. Blue's your tailback. 1st down and 10. 3-step drop. Pass is tried to go for Ingram out at the 40-yard line, pass off his fingertips. It looks like wherever Mike's going, they're sending two with him.
Yeah, they've watched some film, and they know he's our big-time receiver, and so they're doing what's called a bracket coverage, where you got one guy up in his face and one guy over the top, and but when they do that, is going to leave our other receivers open. We've got some other high-quality receivers. I know Michael's one of our favorite targets, but he can just be a decoy tonight and take some of their defenders away. We can throw it to some other guys until they get off of him, and then we'll throw it back to him.
Bunch package to the far side. Here's the pitch to Blue. Blue plants his foot at the 45-yard line, gets down to close to the 40. It's going to be a pickup of about 4.5. Make it 3rd down and a long 5. You hadn't found the answer to that, have you?
Well, somebody just posted on our Facebook page. We'll see what they say.
Hope they said I'm right, because I'd hate to say.
I would say you're probably right. You're always right. I don't know why I ever doubt you.
Well, here's something I am right about. It's the end of the first quarter with the Goblins ahead 13-7. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Not a cloud in sight. I hope it doesn't rain today.
Not a cloud in sight. I really hope it doesn't rain today.
Code red. Thunderstorms? Flash floods? Possible tornado? Guess I better not go out today.
Oh man, it's really raining. Hope I can make it through the storm.
It's raining pretty hard. Good thing I stayed home today.
Sign up for Code Red at the Farmington website or download the app. It could save your life.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 3rd down and about 6. Waggles up under center. Here comes the counter play to Blue. Blue's going to be hitting the backfield and brought down for a loss all the way back to the 48-yard line. 43-yard line. So that's going to make it 4th down and 8.
Well, that was a big play for us, Jeff. 3rd and 5, hoping to get a big chunk of that so that it's 4th and manageable here. But with that, it looks like we're going to have to punt it. Now we've got conflicting responses here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we got Mr. Jowers.
Yeah.
Who says that it has to touch the ground.
Yeah.
And go 10 yards. If it doesn't touch the ground, it's kick interference if you catch it.
Okay.
But here I'm on a website, which is refstripes.com.
Yeah.
And it's an official's website. It's for officials, and they asked that question. And one of the replies is, no, Team A may catch the kick after it has gone 10 yards as long as they don't interfere with Team B's opportunity to catch the kick. So, still unsettled. You thought you had it won. Mr. Jowers replied.
It didn't say that, they can catch it, but it didn't say they got the ball at that spot.
Well, they catch it. It's saying
did it say they get the ball at that spot? No,
yes,
it did not.
yes,
It said they can catch the ball. It didn't say that it becomes their ball. Mm-hmm. Does it say that? See, I'm right on top of being right.
Yeah, you're right. You're doubly right.
I'm double right.
I still think you're wrong. Most of the time, I never disagree with you because I've learned my lesson. But here, I'm still disagreeing. I think you can catch it. We're going to get the AAA rule book out.
If you got hands, you can catch it, but it don't mean you're going to get the ball.
You can catch it and get the ball.
Yeah, whatever. They got the ball at the 17-yard line.
We're going to get the AAA rule book out here and figure this out.
Here comes Pettigrew on pressure, and now they've found a receiver open over the middle. And one of them deals where quarterback had all day.
Yeah, had too much time. And I wanted to say he's got that much time, they must be holding, but I was watching. They weren't holding. They're doing a good job of blocking us. They're taking good pass sets and keeping their butt towards the quarterback and getting hands inside. They're good technique across the offensive line. We got to do a better job of getting some pressure on the quarterback.
Looks like they're going to have to measure. What does it look like a first down to me?
Yeah. Yeah, by length of the football.
Yeah.
Maybe we're wrong. No, we were wrong.
It's first down.
It is, but not by the length of the football.
You was the one that said that. That goes against with what I've been saying all night.
I should never, ever question you.
So it's first down and 10. Redbird defense, after pulling off an interception on the first possession, It needs to get a stop right here. Three receivers to the far side, one to the near side.
Now, you know what, Jeff? I think you're right. Reading on the same page, they said that is the college rules, not the high school rules.
Well,
and in high school, it looks like they have to be, if you catch the ball without it touching the ground, that the other team gets the ball right there like a fair catch. So there you go. I concede. You are correct. Now, college, you can catch it.
Okay. Well, when we're talking about college, then you're right.
Okay.
I'll throw you a bone.
Now, but here's the thing. We did that on in a junior high game. Caleb Stiles caught it on a junior high game. He advanced it for a touchdown, which he shouldn't have been able to do either one, apparently.
Yep.
But we took it. We didn't gripe.
We did the same thing in junior high game at Shiloh when we got called. I remember that. So here comes snap. Quarterback keeper. He's got some running room across the 50 down to the 45.
Well, it looks like our defensive ends are just sucking inside. I don't know if that's a called where they're going inside and the outside linebacker is supposed to be the guy on the edge there, but it's a soft edge for their quarterback to run on, and he's taken advantage of it several times, almost exclusively to the left.
$9:50 left to go here in the first half. Here comes the handoff. Across the left side, across the 40, down to about the 36-yard line. That's another first down.
You know, it looks like that time we had a stunt here on the outside. We had 4 down linemen, and we were trying to do a little twist stunt where the defensive end went over the top and went inside, and the down lineman on the inside was supposed to come outside. Well, he didn't make it. He didn't make it to the outside shoulder of the tackle. Therefore, we had a soft corner, and they were able to get some positive yardage on it. If you're going to do a stunt like that, it's imperative that down lineman, that 3 technique, get all the way across the tackle's face and set a hard edge there.
Morgan Lewis is in at the defensive end on the far side. Here goes the Goblin in motion. Looks like we're setting up a screen, and they got it. They had one non-believer, as you would like to say.
Yeah.
Looks like Morgan Lewis, and held it for a gain of about 2.
See, and we'll take that. They run a screen pass. It was well set up, and they only gained 2 yards. We'll take that because sooner or later they're going to make a mistake and throw one of those in the ground, or we're going to pick it off. But the main thing we got to do is not get suckered into that across our defensive front.
Morgan Lewis and Nick Jones. Nick Jones is the one that tripped him up there. So 2nd down and 7. Here comes this bubble screen. It's complete and breaks their tackle at the 25-yard line down inside the 20 or down to the 21. So Redbird defense struggling a little bit right now.
Yeah, they're moving the ball on us pretty well. You know, they've kind of gotten to a rhythm here, and they found some things that they're able to take advantage of. The run off the left-hand corner has really hurt us. You know, some of those screen passes and those little, 10, 5 yards outs have really kind of gotten to us. We're going to have to make some adjustments and come up and make tackles on those.
3 receivers to the far side. Quick drop, got all day. Now he's going to go across the middle, and that pass is caught at the 1-yard line. Chaz Turner was right there with him. That was just a great reception.
Yeah, it was a great throw by the quarterback. He put it down in front of him. He threw the ball where it was, where the receiver was in between the ball and the defender, and it just made a great catch.
8:20 left to go here in the first half. Here comes the handoff. It goes up the middle. It's a touchdown. Makes it 19-7.
Yeah, Jeff, it looks like we've just, defensively, we've kind of had the wind has gone out of our sails, and we're not nearly as strong as we were that first drive. We're going to have to make some adjustments here. We're going to get the ball back after halftime. We still got 8 minutes and 13 seconds here. But hopefully we can get a good long drive on offense and maybe make some defensive adjustments at halftime and during the break when the offense has the ball. But they've definitely found some weaknesses, and they're taking advantage of them.
False start, so they'll move the extra point back 5 yards, which I got to be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised they're not going for 2 to try to make up for that last one. But
I guess they have confidence that they're going to be able to score, quite a few times throughout the night and make up for that missed extra point.
Kick is up, and it's good. So with 8:13 left to go, the Goblins have stretched it out to a 20-7 lead. And here we get ready for another kickoff and whatever questions you may have.
We don't have any questions. The guy all got answered. We know exactly what the rules are now.
Any other guesses on bow tie, Ben's bow tie?
No, we haven't. We had 2 people, so you're right. Not a whole lot listener.
Yep.
Or not a lot of people who know much about bow ties, which I would say that's probably the truth. I don't know much about bow ties.
I know about bow ties what I've learned this year, that you can buy them at Cracker Barrel, a gas station in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You can buy them at most major name brand fireworks stands.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel. Did I say Cracker Barrel?
I don't know.
I did, didn't I?
I think you did. They don't have them at the Kings River Country Store.
No,
we
they
looked.
don't.
We looked today. They got catfish and shrimp.
Yep.
Fried liver, but they don't have.
Josh Blue fields it at the 5. He's got a little running room up across the 30. Going to get out to about the 32-yard line, 33. So they decide to kick it deep, and Josh brings it up across the 30.
Good job there by Josh of finding a hole, getting it up in the middle, and just getting as many yards as he could. He's able to get a great return. Really, he probably would have got some more, but he kind of got balled up there and ran into one of his own blockers. But other than that, he did a good job of catching that ball and finding the seam up the middle. Hey, we got a post here from Miss McQuistion.
Uh-oh.
You know what she says?
What?
She says neither one of us has changed much since high school. And I don't believe her there.
Hey, the thing about Miss McQuistion, she won't remember here in 10 minutes that she sent us that.
Yeah, she can't remember us in high school anyway.
Yeah, she's sketchy.
I've changed a lot since high school. I've changed about
too.
50 pounds is what I've changed.
Yeah, I've changed a bunch too. She wouldn't know. I was never in her class.
You always skipping?
Yeah, I was on her roster.
But you weren't physically
she
there?
She always sent me out in the hallway. Some people just don't have a sense of humor.
No.
Miss McQuistion, she was mean to me.
Oh, I bet. And I bet none of that was due to anything you did.
It was not.
I was a perfect angel in Miss McQuistion's class.
Well, you may have been. But she picked on me.
I bet she did.
Odell catches the pass, a pickup of 9 yards.
You were just upset in her class because she didn't teach you about World War III and the Wolverines.
We had that discussion several times. I kept asking her, when are you going to talk about Red Dawn? And she said, that didn't happen. I said, it is too. I seen the documentary.
Yeah. Patrick Swayze was in it.
Yeah. And she, some fine history teacher she is.
Yeah. Skipped over. That's a major part of American history.
It is.
I mean.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze died.
Well, that's the kind of stuff you need because you spend, as a kid, think about all the time you spend in a classroom.
Yeah.
You need to know what happens if troops come parachuting in while you're in the classroom.
Yeah, you get out. That's what you do.
See that documentary, we need to talk about how that way we got to survive.
Yeah, you leave. You get the mountains.
Yep. You go down on the Illinois River. Mm-hmm. Yep. She didn't want to talk about it.
Nope.
Waggles up under center. Here's the handoff to Blue. Blue's going to get it to about the 49-yard line before he's pushed back, so it's going to be 2nd down and 6.
Boy, Josh Blue is hitting the hole right now with reckless abandon. He is full speed when he gets the ball, and he's running. He's going where he knows the hole's going to be, and it's developing for him. He's doing a good job. Harrison's almost pursuing too far up the field and leaving some gaps for him to hit. And we're picking up 4 or 5 yards on first down. That's a great way to start off a drive.
Putnam and Ingram's going to come split to the near side. Waggle 3-step drop, hits Odell right past the sticks inside the 45.
We've run that same play several times tonight, Jeff, and we've caught it almost every time. They're giving us a pretty big cushion there on the outside with their corners. We're able to get that, push them 5 yards, and then cut it to the outside. We got our timing down where we're hitting it right as it turns, and good positive yardage every time we've thrown it. All right, you gonna guess where Ben got his bow tie from?
No, I'm gonna wait till somebody guesses. Y'all already told me I couldn't play.
Oh, you can play.
No, forget it. I'm done with y'all.
If I could just see your office with a signed copy, signed picture of Will the Weatherman.
Hey, hand off to Putnam. He gets through the front line and gets down inside the 40, down to the 38.
Well, that's just our base trap play right up the middle. You pull a guard and you kick out and give it to Putnam and let him go off that guard's blocking. Great job blocking there. Did a good job. I think that was Hayden Sutton that pulled and kicked out that time. And big hole, Putnam got it up in there. It's second and 3, really. Second and 4 really opens up your playbook. Gives you a lot of things you can pick from here.
Putnam's your fullback. Josh Blue's your tailback. Waggles up under center.
But they're playing up close on Ingram, and they don't have anybody over the top of him.
Oh, there's the wheel route, and that pass is knocked down. They tried to stop and go. I said the wheel route, but they tried to stop and go, and that was a great defensive play as the Goblins wasn't fooled.
Yeah, they had, kind of like for us to look over here. Ingram, before you were talking about how they were double covering him, and this time they didn't. They were up tight on him, and we had the out and up called, and I think we could throw it up to him and got a little bit better chance. Just because he's got the height and the jumps to go up and get it.
That sounds logical to me.
Yeah. So you're agreeing with me?
I agree with you.
Wow.
I was trying to think of any reason
not to.
Not to.
And you can't, can you?
But I couldn't on that one. Putnam is going to catch it at the 30,
Great
breaks
catch.
a tackle, gets inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line.
We say we'd like for him to throw it to Ingram, but really I like that he's spreading it around right here. Take some of that pressure off of Ingram, so they're not keen on him so much, and then he's gonna bounce open here pretty soon. We're gonna hit him.
First down and 10. 5:45 left to go here in the first half. Redbirds got it at the Golden Goblin 27-yard line.
Been a good drive so far. We got it down inside the 30. We just got to continue this pace, take some time off the clock. I don't mind if we score right now either.
Here comes the pitch to Blue. Blue trying to get to the outside. He's got to the corner and is going to be run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. About the 25-yard line. Going to pick up about a yard and a half, maybe 2.
It's a good job by Josh of stretching that out and getting some, looked like they kind of had him hemmed up, but he was able to give a little juke there and bounce it to the outside and get something out of it. You keep stretching those to the outside, keep stretching it. Sooner or later, they're going to over-pursue and give you a good cutback lane.
Well, you look at the moon over there. If Weatherman Will was paying attention, he could actually say it's partly cloudy tonight.
Yeah, you can tell tonight.
Yep. Waggles up under center.
Weatherman, well, he's concentrating now on his deer hunting.
I'm going deep toward Ingram, and that pass is deflected.
Boy, there was
in
nobody.
The end zone.
Ingram had to come over for that ball, but he was up the sideline there. He was about the G on the goal line there, and he was wide open. Nobody covering him. We just didn't see him.
So here we go, 3rd down and 9.
Definitely 4-down territory here. Definitely got 2 downs to go for it. We're not going to kick a field goal from this deep. Not going to punt it from this deep. So 2 chances to get this first down.
Waggles in the shotgun. Being forced out of the pocket now. He's tucked it, and he's going to get to the 25, down to about the 20-yard line. Inside the 20, down to about the 19. So it's going to make it 4th down and about a yard and a half, maybe 2.
Well, that's a good job by Waggle of turning it on and picking up that yardage there. We were pretty well covered. They kind of stuffed us on the backside there. We were up on the line of scrimmage, and we weren't able to get a clean release. But he realized that, hey, all their speed, all their linebackers and their fast guys are behind me, chasing me. The only guy in front of me is a big number 79, I think, and he doesn't quite have the speed to catch him. So he's able to get to the corner and almost get the first down.
Here comes a quick drop. They hit Odell at the 15-yard line. Going to be whistled down at the 14. So that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, good play. It's that same out route we've run probably 6 or 7 times tonight. And every time it's been open, they're giving us a lot of padding there. We're going to take advantage of it. And then once they start jumping it, we run the out and up.
First down and 10, the ball at the Goblin 14-yard line. Ingram split to the far side. Here comes the handoff to Blue. Blue sets his foot, cuts it back in at the 10. He's at the 5 and going to be run out of bounds.
That's a great cut by Josh Blue. He stuck it up in the hole, saw a linebacker on his inside, and was able to cut it back to the outside and pick up an extra 5 or 6 yards just off that cut. Good job. 2nd and 1. Even less that. 2nd and short. We're good position here. Yeah, I think this drive started when there was 8 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. We've taken almost 4.5 minutes. That's a good, sustained drive for our offense.
2nd down and 1, Waggles up under center. Hand off to Putnam. Putnam's going to lower his shoulder and get in the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Redbirds from 5 yards out.
That's that trap play again. We're trapping big 79 there on the defensive line. He doesn't quite have the speed or he can't move as quickly as some of their other guys, and we're able to get the good trap block on him. Even though he's big, we're clearing him out of there, and big gash up the middle there for their trap play.
Gabe Sequichi's in to attempt the extra point. Here comes the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. So that pulls the Redbirds back within 6 with 4:02 left to go here in the first half. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 4 minutes, 2 seconds left. Redbirds cut it to a 6-point game. We get the ball to start the second half, so it's important that we play defense for 4 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yeah, we need a stop right here. We need to kick it, kind of pin them deep a little bit here, and
they filled the pooch kick and got a little running room and get it back up to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jeff. It's imperative right here that we're able to get this stop. I'd like to see us get it quickly so our offense has another chance to score, but the main thing is here, we can bend but don't break. Don't let them score right here going into halftime.
Bend but don't break.
Bend but don't break.
That's like Ken Hatfield type stuff right there.
Yeah. The main thing we got to do, their quarterback really has been their playmaker all night. He's run the ball well. He's thrown the ball well. We've got to get some pressure on him. We got to get him on the ground a few times and get him out of his rhythm.
Here comes the handoff up the middle. He's got some running room at the 45 all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, we can't have first down run plays like that. We've got to stop that guy at the line of scrimmage. Had a hard time so far stopping their little read option play. They're just handing it or keeping it, and there's been gashes. We're going to have to fill those in.
Lined up in the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Handoff up the middle again. This time he's going to be brought down for a gain of about 2 yards.
Yeah, blitzed into that one and was able to get the stop. But still, you're blitzing into it, and they still pick up 2 yards. We got to do a better job of getting that initial hit right there on the line of scrimmage. There's a little too much push there by the offensive line of the Goblins. Of course, they're well rested.
Zach Yoakum in on that tackle. Gabe Sequichi's in playing a nose guard. Morgan Lewis is the other defensive end. Ingram, Paya, Walker Davis, Josh Williams, and Cody Lero, Josh Blue, Chaz Turner. Here's quarterback dropping back. He's going to try to go deep. He's got a receiver behind everybody, and it's a touchdown. Pass is completed, caught at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, we had a linebacker there. Had Stephen Paya as a linebacker covering deep. He got beat over the top, and they were able. They took advantage of it. We blitzed there. It looked like we had a cornerback blitz off the edge or an outside linebacker blitz, and had to drop Stephen into coverage. And when you do that, you're hoping you get some pressure on the quarterback and disrupt the throw. But they picked it up. Their offensive line, I give them credit. They've done a good job of picking up our blitzes.
So with 3 minutes left to go here in the first half, the Goblins on to attempt the extra point, and that kick is good. So it's back to a 13-point ball game.
Well, Jeff, we do so well. Drive the ball all the way down the field, score. We're just saying, hey, we got to hold them for 4 minutes here, and they're able to unload and score in less than a minute. Gonna have to make some adjustments defensively. We're gonna have to get some pressure on their quarterback. He's their playmaker. If we can't put him on the ground a few times and get him off his rhythm, it's going to be a long night for the Cardinal defense. Coach Harper, he might have a heart attack over there.
A lot of football left to be played. Now, we've got big play capability too.
We do.
We can go down and score within 3 minutes and then come back, get the ball to start the second half, and so.
Yeah, and that's what we need to do. We've got plenty of time here. Just drive the ball down the field. Don't get in too big of a hurry. Our 2-minute offense has looked really good this year. So we may have to get into some of that. But the main thing is here, don't give them the ball back. Don't give them another chance to score. They're an explosive offense. We got to have ball control here and play smart.
I'd like to see Josh return that all the way. He's going to catch it at the 4. He's up across the 10, the 15, the 20. Gets to the outside. He's at the 20, the 25, and is going to be brought down at about the 27-yard line. Thought there for a minute he was going to get all the way to the corner.
Yeah, I thought he was too. They hemmed him up, though. They did a good job, but that's still a good return when you catch the ball at about the 2 and you get it all the way up to the 26, 27-yard line. Good job by Josh. I'm sure he's going to be tired tonight after this ball game. He may sleep on the bus ride home.
Too many corners.
Yeah, that is true. Between here in Alpena and Huntsville, it's a lot of corners.
You got to zig and zag a lot, and Josh don't zig or zag.
No, he hits it.
Yeah. So Waggle's going to be in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Blue. Here comes the pass to Huff. It's caught at the 31-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. It's good to see Nick back after a collarbone injury, and they just got a little bit of time last week and just about back to full speed.
Yeah, it is good to see Nick. You know, he's a junior. He's one we'll get to see again next year. He's a good player for us, and we've missed him while he was gone.
Nick is lined up at the fullback. Blue's the tailback. 2:18 left to go here in the first half. Here's the handoff to Blue. Blue's going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to move the pile forward, get up close to the 33, 34-yard line.
Yeah, we talk about Nick Huff. He was the fullback. He was the lead blocker. That's just the dive play there, what we call the boss play, where the fullback leads up on the linebacker. And Nick did a great job of getting on that linebacker, sealing him off. And there was a seam for Josh to run through. We just had some backside pursuit. We missed a guy on the backside. He was able to make the tackle from behind. But, you know, that leads to our quarterback being able to keep that on the bootleg and roll out, and there's nobody there if they're pursuing that hard from the backside.
Waggles in the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Blue, run the out route. There should have been a flag there. It looks like he got hit before the ball got there.
Yeah.
There may be saying that the ball may have got tipped. Yeah, and I have to agree with that. It looked like it may have got tipped by a defender before it got to him. So once the ball's tipped, it's open game.
I'd like to disagree with you there, but I can't.
So it's going to be 4th down and 5. The ball sitting at the Cardinal 33-yard line. Ingram is in to punt. Here's a snap from Gabe Sequici. High spiral. Fair catch called for at the 31-yard line.
Great punt. Great job to kind of flip the field on him and give us a good chance here to hold them. Still got to play defense for 1 minute here.
Minute 29. 35-yard punt by Ingram. And I would imagine they'll come out trying to throw it down the field.
Oh, yeah. They're going to, after what happened last series where we gave up the deep ball, they're going to come back. We're going to have to play deep. But, you know, at the same time, they got a minute 29. They can march it up the field just throwing the underneath stuff and getting out of bounds. So we're going to have to play smart.
Here comes the handoff. I get to the 30 and going to get out of bounds at about the 25. So they're going to pick up 4 yards and use 4 seconds.
Yeah, they let him get out of bounds. It stops the clock. Not a good play for us. I don't know what it is tonight, but we've given up the edge a lot. They've been able to get to the outside. I don't know if we're taking a poor angle or what, but they've been able to turn our defensive ends inside quite a bit.
Here comes a handoff again. Breaks a tackle at the 37. He's up across the midfield. Gets out to the 40, down to the Cardinal 47-yard line. And that's one that Coach Harper's going to be frustrated about. Had them 2 people on them at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's happened several times tonight. You know, they've got us off balance a little bit here because they've been passing it all night. You know, we're bailing out, expecting the deep ball, and then they hand it off, and they're running it, getting good positive yards out of it.
Minute 18 left to go here in the first half. The ball is at the Cardinal 47-yard line. Goblins up 27-14. Here comes the blitz. They complete the pass out in the flats. He's got some open room and is going to get down inside the Cardinal 40 down to the 35. TJ Askegard come on a blitz, and quarterback saw it quickly and unloaded it out in the flats.
Yeah, that's the thing that really sets their quarterback apart from others, that he's able to see the blitz and make plays off of it. You know, a lot of times you get a high school quarterback, they get the blitz, you're either going to get a sack or you're going to they're going to have to throw it away. But he's doing a good job of reading those hot routes and dumping the ball off and making positives out of our blitzes.
Goblins take a timeout with a minute 12 left. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
The sky's the limit with My Blue checking from Arvest Bank. With My Blue, you'll sleep better at night knowing your checking account helps safeguard you and your family against identity theft, covering all types of identity fraud events, financial or otherwise, anywhere in the world. You'll be able to deposit a check to My Blue just by using your smartphone, and you'll have the freedom of more branches and more hours. Have higher expectations about banking? Make the switch to My Blue checking, only from Arvest Bank.
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast, please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 27-14, Golden Goblins. A minute 12 left to go in the first half. Ball sitting at the Cardinal 35-yard line. First down and 10 for the Gobs. Here comes the blitz, a handoff at the middle. He's hitting the backfield. Drags Cody Laro forward. He's going to get down to the 32-yard line. The Goblins will take their second timeout.
The good thing there is we force them to call another timeout. Get the ball down. Don't let them get out of bounds. Force them to call timeout. We got to just, like I said here, bend but don't break.
Well, you're down 2 touchdowns, and I'm going to state the obvious here. You can't let them score this one.
No, you can't. We get the ball to start the second half, but if they score here and we're down by 3 touchdowns, boy, that puts us in a big hole. And with a team like this, and as well as their offense is clicking and as well as they're able to run and pass the ball, it's going to be very hard for us to do anything in the second half if they score here going into halftime.
Well, you're already looking at having to stop them at least once, and we've had a hard time to do that.
Yeah. We're able to get that interception to start the game off and think, hey, we're in good shape here. We're going to be able to play with these guys, and that's really the only time we've stopped them so far is that one interception. So we're going to have to do a better job, make some adjustments. I know Coach Harper, we're going to go in here at halftime. They're going to talk about it, and they're going to make some adjustments, and we're going to make, do a little bit better defensively in the second half.
Well, we got a little business to take care of here in the next 66 seconds. Empty backfield. And the quarterback takes off, and that pass is incomplete as he bounced it in. And he had to try to force it over Charlie Wood, and Charlie stuck his big old paw up there, and pass bounced to the receiver at the 12-yard line.
We haven't talked a lot about it a bunch, but the key to their success, we talk about how good their quarterback is, but I think their offensive line is probably one of the better ones we've seen this year. They're doing a great job of picking up blitzes, blocking our 3-man rush, and giving him lots of time, making their quarterback look good.
So let's see, they're having a discussion. I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know.
Hot chocolate, popcorn. What do you want? What do you want?
Coffee or hot chocolate at halftime?
Oh, have a hot chocolate.
Well, you got the headset on. What were they talking about?
Well, I'm not messing with them.
No.
3rd down and 7. Redbirds just jumped off sides. First flag of the night on the Redbirds.
Well, you just give them extra 5 yards right there. We got to be smart. They've done that several times tonight. When they've had a 3rd down, almost every time they've tried to draw us off sides. hadn't been successful yet. But now when it's really important, we let them have one there.
So 3rd down and 2. The ball's at the 22-yard line. 1:02 left to go here in the first half. Empty backfield. Here comes the pass out to the flats, and he turns it back into the middle of the field, and that's going to force them to use their last timeout. But he gets the ball all the way down to inside the 11.
The clock's going to stop to reset the chains. They still got a chance to get a first down. They might spike it here. I think they're going to have enough time, as slow as this chain crew is, to get the play called and get lined up.
So now the clock has started. It's down inside 50. Here comes the Goblin in motion. Here's the quick slant. That pass is picked off. Charlie Woods got it at the 10. He's at the 20. The 25. As that ball bounced off the receiver, and the linebacker, big Charlie Wood, jukes and jives all the way out to the 28-yard line.
There's a guy who just got a ball and ran it for 20-something yards, and he's going to line up at offensive tackle. I like it. That's what we needed right there. That was a big play by Charlie. Keep it within 2 touchdowns. Give us a chance here. We got a chance to go do something with the ball right now. But that's a big, big play for us. Gives us, an opportunity to do something here and have a better chance going in the second half since we get the ball.
Well, the Goblins didn't call timeout because they didn't have any left. But I don't remember them using their.
I don't remember using the first one either.
Redbirds have 2 timeouts. Waggle's going to go up under center. 3 receivers split to the far side. Here comes the toss to Blue. Blue's going to get across the 30, the 35. He's at the 40 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 12-yard pickup there by Josh, and they're going to stop the clock with 31.2 seconds left.
With Michael Ingram and with the throwing arm that we've got in Waggle, we got a chance here we can go for one. Boy, that'd be huge. If we are able to score here with 30 seconds left, going into the halftime, knowing we're getting the ball, big score if we can get it.
Yeah, it'd be 6 points.
Yeah,
big score.
It's a big 6 points. Though.
Yes, it is. Waggle's going to line up in the shotgun. Blue's going to be right beside him. Waggle drops back, goes across the middle to Ingram at the 40, breaks the tackle and goes down at the 38. And the Redbirds, that'll stop the clock as they move the chains. And their chain crew's moving a little faster now.
Yeah. They weren't running like that earlier, were they?
No.
When it was their guys driving, they were kind of moseying down there. We got the play called, and we're ready, though, as soon as they start the clock.
Waggle in the shotgun. Here comes the out, and that pass is incomplete. That's fine. They'll stop the clock with 16.7 seconds left, and the ball sitting at the Goblin 38-yard line.
We still got some time. We got 2 timeouts left here, so we can still call a timeout after this play. If we don't get what we like here, if we don't get, don't get the clock stopped or we don't get out of bounds, we're going to have to call timeout very quickly.
Ingram was split to the near side with Turner. Waggle's standing at his 50. Here's a screen pass to Blue. Blue's got some blocking. He's at the 30. The 20, cuts it to the outside. He's back to the inside. He's down to the 14-yard line. They'll stop the clock with 7.2 seconds left to go in the first half. Redbirds will take a timeout right here.
Well, I would hope so. It looks like they're trying to get the play in, but why not call the timeout? I don't understand this, Jeff. We got 7 seconds left. Let's use a timeout.
Here they go. They start the clock, and Waggle's going to down it.
Maybe we don't have timeouts left after all.
Well, the board says we have 2. 4.9 seconds. Huh.
I don't know. Maybe the board's wrong. Maybe one of those timeouts that we thought went to them actually went to. Yeah, maybe we've only got 1 timeout left.
Well, either way here, we can't get a sack. You might as well throw toward the end zone. Waggle's dropping back. Here's the pressure.
You got to throw it.
He shovels it to Josh Blue, and Blue's going to get into the end zone.
What a play by Josh Waggle. No, he's going down. No, the game half is over. Just shuffling it off to Josh Blue, and good awareness there by Josh. He was a blocker. He's blocking, turn around, catch the ball, and go score. Great play.
Just like they drew it up over there on the sidelines. That is huge.
Oh, big score. Yeah, we're going to kick the extra point here, get it within 6, and then get the ball back to start the second half.
Well, that changes things. Offsides.
Well, they called it on the offense, but he pointed at, I guess it's on us.
How can you,
Said we lined up offsides, lined up in the neutral zone, which is that's not very typical for a field goal or extra point, because normally you want to almost make a V or a U to force those guys to rush further upfield.
So they'll move it back 5 yards, and that kick is up, and it's going to be good. So that brings us to halftime. Cardinal fans, the Redbirds are down by 6. 45 seconds ago, we was worried about going down 20.
Yeah, how things change very quickly.
Yep. So I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
What's that?
Toady Chairs. Tony Sacheries. Turn your same old into Creole with Tony Sacheries' famous Creole seasoning. It brings out the flavor of any food. Use it instead of salt and pepper.
Here, Mom. It's Tony Chacharoos.
Tony Sacheries. Whoa! Tony Sacheries' famous Creole seasoning makes everything taste great.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back, and we apologize. The press box we're in does not, the windows don't open.
Yeah.
So we're not able to pick up the band tonight.
That's unfortunate.
It is. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to replay the player interview.
Okay.
We played that earlier. I'm sure there's some people that didn't get to see it. I want people to notice Bowtie Ben's bow tie. And if you can guess where he bought that bow tie, you get the
prize package.
Prize package.
Outrageously awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great prize package.
And
I can just see the autograph. I can just see that autograph picture of Will the Weatherman. Maybe we even get Bowtie Ben in the picture too. Get him autographed. I can just see that hanging on somebody's wall.
Yeah, and this, I'm going to throw this in there too. The Brian Law list of places to eat on the road in the 5A.
Well, that really sweetens the pot.
Yes.
I may want to guess.
Yeah. Well,
are we eligible?
We're not.
Okay, we're not eligible. Okay.
But so anyway, we'll play that, and then we'll come back and we'll rehash the first half.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Buick.
Thank you.
I'm Ben Hadley here with senior safety Chaz Turner. So, Chaz, how are you?
I'm doing just great.
And how do you think Maumelle compares to Harrison?
I think Maumelle was probably a lot more athletic than Harrison is, but Harrison is a little more technical and more well-run offense.
Okay, and how are we preparing for Harrison?
We're really just having to really stick to our rules and just kind of solidifying everything we've learned over the whole year.
And how is it going to be playing the last game of high school football?
That'll be tough, but I guess I just have to play with no regrets.
Yeah, that's it, and back to the broadcast.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson grilled and ready chicken breast fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson grilled and ready chicken.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Coach, I looked at the replay.
Okay.
On the last touchdown.
Yes.
Waggle's knee was about 3 inches off the turf.
Yeah, didn't touch.
No, it was touchdown pass.
I never doubted it.
Yep. That was great. I was just sitting here thinking, boy, here's the one thing we couldn't have happen. And just as he's going down, he flicks it out to Josh, and Josh covers the last 21 yards on his own.
Yeah, it's a great play, great awareness there by Waggle. He knows that, hey, it's over. We don't have it, no play after this. Might as well do something. Get the ball up in the air and give us a shot. And he made a very, smart throw there to Josh, just a little shuffle pass, because if he drops it, it's not a fumble. That's a forward pass. So if he drops it, no big deal. We'll just go into halftime. But he didn't drop it. He caught it and made some points off of it. So that's a great awareness play there by both those players.
So what you go in with 2 positive things. Your defense picked off a pass, and in 37 seconds, you took the ball from the 27-yard line all the way down and scored, and you're getting the kickoff. So you would think in the Redbird locker room in there right now, all the momentum feels like it's on that side.
Yeah, getting the ball back here is going to be huge. We're going to make some defensive adjustments and really kind of try to come back out here and get them stopped is the main thing. But offensively, we haven't played too bad. We've been able to move the ball down. They've stopped us a few drives, but for the most part, we've really been able to score some points and do a good job. Defensively, though, we had that one interception to start the game, had that one interception there, their last drive of the half. But in between there, they kind of moved the ball on us and did with us what they want. So we got to do a better job defensively of, making some adjustments and trying to get on those receivers.
Well, Coach, we got our first guess.
Oh, halftime guess.
Halftime guess on Bow Tie Ben. And I have to tell, I won't mention this person's name. But I'm pretty sure, no, I shouldn't say this. I'll just go ahead and ask him.
Okay.
Because I have now seen the bow tie.
Oh, you have?
I have. So, I got Bow Tie Ben. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
He's been doing too many interviews. He's kind of lost his voice.
Yeah.
A little bit hoarse.
The guess, and this is a credible guess,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I could see why the person would think this. Did you get it out of a Cracker Jack box?
No, I did not get it out of Cracker Jack box.
Okay, so it's not out of a Cracker Jack box.
So here's our guesses so far.
Okay.
Okay, my wife guessed Our City. That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Okay.
Cracker Jack box is wrong.
Yeah, Stacy Romine guessed Etsy. Ben doesn't even know what Etsy is.
I don't even
I had to explain to him that that's kind of a crafty online store where people make stuff and sell it. It's kind of like eBay for crafts.
He thought it was a dog.
Yeah, Etsy.
Etsy the dog.
Etsy the dog, yeah. Didn't get it from
and
there.
He said, does a dog sell bow ties? That's what he asked me. I said, and you explained to him what it was.
If a dog sold bow ties, I'm sure Ben would have one.
Yes, he would.
Yeah,
I would.
Miss Bunsgard thinks it's from Mr. Tux. But is that right, Ben?
No, that's not right.
Not Mr. Tux.
Obviously, we're having problems with our video feed if she thought that was from Mr. Tux.
Yeah, because it's not near as classy as the Mr. Tux bow tie.
No.
So where do you think it's from, Jeff? Do you get any guesses?
I know where it's from just from looking at it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to guess.
Well, why not?
Because I've got it right every week.
You have.
And people think that I'm on the take on this deal.
Well, I kind of see where they're coming from because it's uncanny how accurate you've been.
Hey, I travel the world.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in gas stations. I've seen bow ties in gas stations. I've seen them at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I'm a world traveler. And now this thing Ben's got on tonight, did you pay much for that?
I didn't pay for it.
It's all coming clear. Now,
Yeah.
there's a clue.
He stole it.
No.
Yeah.
I borrowed it.
We've got that on tape. He stole that bow tie.
I borrowed it from Will Dan.
Borrowed it in quotes.
Yeah.
Borrowed it.
I am right now calling Officer Parrish and informing him that Sticky Fingers Ben.
We thought Kel Petrie was the only criminal,
Yeah, because he got kicked out of Chuck E. Cheese.
But no, apparently Ben's stealing bow ties.
And I'll have you know, when I told you when I was in Kansas City, I checked up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's not allowed there. So I thought, well, it's a regional thing.
You're in Chicago
I was
this
in
week.
Chicago this week, and apparently it is a a North American Chuck E. Cheese deal. He can't go in them.
Next time we go somewhere out of the country, we'll have to check their Chuck E. Cheeses and see.
I'm not going out of the country.
You're not?
It scares me.
It is kind of scary.
Huh?
Especially, I've never seen a Chuck E. Cheese out of the country, but I'm sure that those characters are maybe a little bit frightening. They kind of scare me as it is.
I think I got another guess. Let me see here. Somebody just texted me.
Well, Will Dannenhauer, who he borrowed it from, he has the perfect opportunity to win an awesome prize package if he just get on Facebook and tell us where he bought it.
Oh, never mind. It was my wife. She's not going to guess.
She's too busy celebrating the election results.
Don't get me started. Well, hey, you got anything you want to say for yourself?
Well, I'd like to say that...
That's enough. Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to say that Kel just turned me down, and I feel kind of depressed about myself because I haven't gotten to talk on the air in about a week or so. And my voice has been kind of hoarse lately.
All right, I don't want you to feel bad, but today's Friday. The last time any of us was on the air was last Friday.
It was a week ago.
Which was about a week or so.
Over a week ago.
Do you take this stuff home with you and set it up in your bedroom?
No, but I wouldn't have doubts that Cale did. Just seeing how fast he got this set up tonight.
Well, he's going to because obviously the dude can't go to Chuck E. Cheese. You guys can still go to Chuck E. Cheese. He can't.
Used to, I had to help set everything up. Now I don't. I just say go.
We just say go.
I hold the stopwatch, and we're going to see how fast Cale can set it up.
Yeah.
I think he got it set up in about 7 minutes
Yeah,
tonight.
it was quick. It was almost a new record.
Yeah, and then we only had to fix like 3 things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
But
which is another record.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, where's the bow tie from?
I'm not guessing.
Ben, where's your bow tie from?
The bow tie is from TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx. So no winners of the prize package.
No.
Yeah, there's going to be a signed, autographed picture of Will the Weatherman and Bow Tie Ben, maybe even Skee Ball Kale.
And the Brian Law.
Yeah.
The buffet guide to the 5A West Conference.
We're just going to have to save it for basketball season.
We'll save it for basketball season.
Maybe
TJ Maxx.
we'll add to it.
Is that sort of like you go in there and you buy like a Snickers bar, you get a bow tie free?
Not that I know of. I do know that they have a lot of bow ties in there though.
TJ Maxx is the pawn shop of retail clothing.
Yes.
That's TJ Maxx. The flea market of retail clothing.
The funeral home of bow ties. Yeah. Well, okay. Now that you told, I'm gonna tell you, I probably would have never guessed TJ Maxx.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard that too.
Yeah, he didn't even know where it came. He had to go find the person he borrowed it from just so he could find out for this competition.
Oh, so this wasn't this really isn't your bow tie?
Not this week. The rest of the weeks they've been my bow ties, but this week I was running short on budget cuts, and Amazon shipping wasn't quite fast enough to get it here in 2 days.
Well, now he's already given away where his next bow tie came from. See, so if you're listening online,
hey,
you know
it's going to be for basketball season. I'll give him that hint.
So we're not going to do it during basketball season?
Oh, yeah. We'll do it during basketball season.
So there's going to be a bow tie during basketball season that comes from Amazon.com. Write that down in your notes, folks at home. You could win big prizes.
Big prizes.
Big prizes.
Big,
in quotes. Finger quotes, big prizes.
Budget cuts. You had budget cuts there, Ben?
Yeah, I got quite a bit. Mowing season's not here anymore, so I'm having to cut my budget quite a bit.
Yeah.
Are you?
Trying to find some odd jobs.
No longer mowing, and he took 3 girls to homecoming dance, and that really cuts down on the amount of cash flow you got.
I was going to try to help you out, but you probably won't have the money. I was going to give you the name of a good lawyer, but you probably wouldn't be able to afford them, so I'll just... But if I was you, I would seriously consider suing the dude that gave you that haircut. So we got 4 minutes left of the first part of halftime, and then they'll come out and do the Brian Law part of the halftime. And you know what? That's one good thing. I got to quiz him about that last week, and told him, that we all felt that the reason they added that extra 3 minutes was because of him.
Yeah. So he could go to the concession stand.
And he all but admitted it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
I mean, he said no.
Yeah.
But that's all but admitting it.
Well, he's almost past the statute of limitations on his coaching career. People have kind of forgotten that.
Well, I'm telling you what, there's a lot of people that would love to forget his coaching career.
He's no longer Coach Law. He's Mr. Law, the superintendent. So he can start admitting some of those things he did as a coach.
Yeah.
And, nobody's going to come back on him about it.
Well, they got a lot of people in their band.
They do. It looks like they've got maybe their junior high band and their 8th grade band, and they got all sorts of people out there tonight.
But these over here aren't playing instruments.
No, they're just clapping. Yeah.
Me and you could go join the band.
We could. We could be out there for moral support.
Yeah, and we could stomp our feet too.
Hey, we talked about basketball season. We're gonna broadcast some basketball games. We'll probably broadcast the last basketball game from the Brad Blue, Ronnie Davis court.
I don't know. We ain't going to be able to do that.
Why not?
It's Perry Grove.
We'll make it work.
There is no way we will be able to do that.
We'll go rope it off.
There is no way we'll be able to do that. Plus that game.
Will that be the last game as Perry Grove?
That's the last game the old new gym.
That's very fitting in the old new gym.
And I can tell you for a fact that you boys can go ahead and do that. But there will be no way I will be able to go through 2 ball games and not yell at the officials at a Farmington Perry Grove game.
That's okay. That's part of it.
No,
part
because
of the ambience.
No, because I remember going to Shiloh.
We had to take a commercial
break.
had
to take a commercial, and I had to speak my mind. And just about the time I started to speak my mind, everybody else decided to be quiet. Yeah. And I was already committed.
I remember that, yes.
And so I had to go ahead and say what I wanted to say.
Yep, and you were the only one yelling.
Yes, and everybody just kind of looked at me. But I seen a lot of heads nodding.
Yeah, they were agreeing with you.
Yeah, that he is right. But the foul count was 12-1.
Yeah, it was.
And I'll never get over that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not right. What I need is like a paintball gun.
So anytime they make a bad call, you can just pop them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, I can do
bet
that.
You could sell those for about $100 a piece going into a ball game, and
Yeah.
you'd make a killing.
Yeah.
We'd pay for that new gymnasium in no time.
And what you can do, this is fundraiser. You can give the Perry Grove folks yellow paintballs and the Farmington folks red paintballs.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And at the end of the night, we will count the dots on the officials. But
See
you can
who
only
wins.
shoot the officials.
Yeah.
You can't shoot the players. And now, if you see some of your friends sitting across the way, you can try to pop them
Lob
off.
one across. Yeah, that'd be great.
But everybody have to wear safety goggles.
Uh-huh.
And who cares if we get a little paint? It's the last game in there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We start working on that tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Start making
now,
plans.
Here's the deal. First thing we got to do is we got to figure out from the front row of the visitor side how far it is to the front row of the home side. And what do you say it is, 55 feet?
Yeah, that's about right.
So we will give all them guns that shoot 53.
Yeah.
We will have guns that can go
about 70.
100.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes, with rapid fire technology.
I think that's staying.
That's it. I will call tomorrow. I will call my boys at Duck Dynasty.
You're going to start setting that up?
You got the beard. You got the hookup.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will call them and get them involved in it.
Well,
this is a plan.
We're going to make some money.
Yeah, yeah. And then when we open the Tanya McQuistion Performing Arts Center, if she's up on the stage, we can do it there too.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to get any paint in that place.
It's washable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in there this week. It looks nice.
It's
Tanya
nice.
McQuistion Performing Arts Center is looking awesome.
Yep.
They got they're hanging the curtains. They had the seats in. They had the wood paneling in. Oh, it's pretty. It's going to be pretty. I can't wait to get in there.
Well, let me give you an update on that. Okay, we have turned in the request for new high school to the state.
Yes.
And we've made it through the first round approval process. And we will find out more in May.
Yeah.
And there's a possibility, and I think it's a very good possibility, that we will get approved. And basically what that comes down to is, on the approval, is funding.
Yeah, we get funded, but is it 50%?
Well,
We're
that's
pretty close.
That's about that, yes. Yeah. And so with that being the case, then there is a chance that next fall we could be going.
Yeah, be building.
You know? So that is...
It's going to be huge.
Yeah. Now that's going to be phase 2.
Yeah.
So that'll be your high school, your high school, your gym, your performing arts center. Now, phase 3 will be the football field, the track,
indoor practice facility, hopefully.
Yes. So, I'm excited about what we got going on. I know that Mr. Law and his group has put in a lot of time.
Oh, yeah. He's been, he was planning on being here tonight. He said he was going to come over to Harrison, spend some time looking at their facilities, to get some ideas from whenever we go to phase 3. We're going to spend some time with their superintendent. But you know what he ended up doing?
What did he do?
He's over at the new building. They were ironing out some issues. So he spent all day over there and wasn't able to make it.
Well, I'm excited about it. It looks like right now, we talked about the Perry Grove game being the last game in the old gym. I'm going to tell my age a little bit here. I remember playing in the first game in the new
really?
old
in
gym.
The new old gym. We're going to have to figure out a name for the new gym.
Yeah, and so, that was in the fall of 1984. So here it is 30 years later, and we are opening up a new gym, and I cannot even start to tell you the Performing Arts Center, the architect, I was talking to the architect and the folks that are building it. These are the guys that have built several schools, not just in Northwest Arkansas, but across the state. And he can't stop bragging about the Performing Arts Center and how nice it is. And I'm almost giddy waiting for people to get in there and see it. And it would be great. It's a place for a band. You got the band classrooms, your drama, So I was thinking, when I was in high school, we had the old cafeteria that had a stage in it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Remember that? That's where the drama class, that's where you performed your plays. And, to finally have a place for the drama class to put something on, I'm excited. And the thing about it is, Mr. Spillers, all the teachers that have something to do with drama, band, music, or whatever it is, choir, whatever, they had input in what they wanted in this building. Those folks traveled along with Mr. Law, Coach Blue. They went to several different schools across the state and picked the best of what they liked at this school with the best at this school and so forth, put a plan together, brought it back to the board, and I'm excited. Yeah. It's a great time to be a Cardinal, and the only thing that would make it better is if the Redbirds can take this opening kickoff, go down and score and take a lead.
That would be awesome. That would be great. I'm right there with you, Jeff. I was over there a lot this week because we're getting to the point now they're putting ceiling tiles in. They're starting to finish the floors. They're actually putting some seats in the stadium, in the gymnasium. They were putting some of those up, and so I was over there working on some of the wiring stuff for our internet over there and some of the audio-visual things, and it's really cool to see how that's progressing and to know how much work has gone into it and to now see it kind of, come alive. You saw a lot of it on drawings and on paper and sketches, and now to be able to see it live and in person, it's really neat.
Well, hey, Redbirds dodge one right there. They come out and they're going to onside kick. Redbirds taking over great field position. Can't get any more on the 50 than what it is.
Yeah, I think that was a great play there. Was that Kelton Price who made that?
Kelton Price jumped on it.
Yeah, he did a good job of seeing it coming. Didn't turn his shoulders and run. He was expecting the onside kick, and he got it and got down on the ground and gives good field position to start this drive.
Waggles up under center. Putnam's the fullback. Josh Blue the tailback. Here comes the handoff to Blue. Blue is going to be hammered in the backfield and brought down for a loss. They're going to give him forward progress, and they're going to be a little generous. Yeah. They're going to say he got up to about the 48.5-yard line, and Josh didn't make that.
Well, they got the jump on that, Jeff. It's almost like they anticipated the play there. They knew what was coming, or they had the blitz called that way. Either way, they were there as soon as he got the football, and so we're lucky to not lose more yardage on that play.
Coach Adams signals the play in. Waggle when the boys come to the line. You got Lewis as your center. Charlie Wood and Sutton man the left side. Yoakum is your right guard. Barnes is your right tackle. Waggle with a 5-step drop hits Blue out in the flats. Blue is going to be brought down as he had to jump a little bit to catch that pass and allowed the defender to catch up with him.
Yeah, there's a little screen pass out there to Blue, and they were able to sniff it out. Their linebacker slipped underneath the blocker, was able to make the tackle about 2 yards, 3 yards in the backfield.
So here it is, 3rd down and 18.
Not a good way to start this drive. 2 negative yardage plays. They look for a little play action pass here. Something to try to get it deep. You got Ingram out there. You got 3 receivers to the outside there. Ingram's in the middle. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't try to run something to single him.
Waggle with a 7-step drop. He's going to go deep for Adele. Adele's going to is overthrown as Adele had beat the defender.
I think Odell, if he would have stretched out there, maybe been able to make that play. I don't know. He kind of, at the last minute, pulled his arms back, and I'm not really sure why.
So that's going to make it 4th down and 18, and here comes Ingram on to punt the ball.
I don't know, Jeff. That look catchable to you? It looked like it was pretty close.
Ingram standing at his own 29-yard line. Gabe Sequishi's a snapper. It's a good snap. Low spiral kick. It's going to hit at the 30 and kind of roll sideways, take a little bit of a Cardinal roll, and they're going to drop it down at the 26. So let's see if the Cardinal defense has made some adjustments at halftime and see if we can get them off the field pretty early.
Boy, you really would have liked to see us come in there out of halftime and at least make a couple first downs and take some time off the clock, as explosive this offense has been. But the Harrison defense came out to play in the second half, and they sniffed out a run, sniffed out a screen pass, and was able to get us to throw it incomplete there on 4th down. But when you get behind the sticks like that on 1st down, it really limits the amount of plays you can call.
Lined up in the shotgun. Here comes a handoff up the middle. No, it's quarterback keeper. It gets to the 40 and all the way up to the 41-yard line.
Boy,
They do a great job with that option. That's
They
about
do.
the third time he's pulled me, but of course that don't take a whole lot. But I mean, it's a good. He does
Well,
a good job with that.
They've got darker jerseys, and that makes a difference. But the main thing is just how long he's able to ride that in the halfback's belly. And so when he pulls it, they're already both moving opposite directions. It's hard to tell who has it.
First down and 10. The ball at the Goblin 41-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. In the shotgun, here comes the handoff, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, still turning his feet and going to pick up 7 yards.
Well, as if we're right there with them. We're making contact at 2 yards. And he's able to roll off of it and make 7 out of it. We got to finish the play.
Here's the thing. You look out there and getting up off that pile at the 2-yard mark is Zach and Morgan and TJ, and those are 3 of your better tacklers. You know, so good hard run there by the Goblins. Make it 2nd down and 4. Here comes a handoff again. This time he's going to be brought down.
Yeah, better job there by us of wrapping up and pushing backwards. It's been a few times here that we've made the tackle with our feet not moving, and he's able to pull through those arm tackles or maybe even just drag us for a few extra yards. But better job there of making the tackle, making contact, and keeping our feet driving the opposite direction.
Well, that running back comes off limping a little bit. 3rd down 1, look for the quarterback keeper. Now they're going to try to go deep, and it goes right through the receiver's hands as he got behind Cody Laro. Cody was playing catch-up and closing on him fast, but that's one of the ones where the receiver threw his hands up and it went right between them.
Yeah, that was a great throw. Cody Laro, he was a little bit behind, but he was, for the most part, right there with him and put that ball right to the outside shoulder of the receiver, and he really was one he probably should have caught, but luckily he didn't.
4th down and 1. Ball at midfield, and here comes the quarterback keeper, and he's going to have a 1st down. Boys, it's going to be close.
Boy.
Hey, it depends on where they spot it. But it's – if they spot it by the – boy, I can't see until they move.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
They had him by – yeah, they put it right
by
on
the length
line.
of a football.
We hear the coaches next door yelling, quarterback, quarterback. We know what they're going to run, but we weren't able to stop them there. They got up and snapped the ball. As soon as the referee said it and blew it, they snapped it. We weren't quite ready.
Gabe Sequichi's your nose guard. Yoakum and Lewis is your defensive ends. Josh Williams, along with Ingram, are your corners. Stephen Paya, Cody Laro. Here comes Laro on the blitz. That
Great
pass is
job
knocked
by
down
Laro.
by Cody Laro.
We blitzed into the screen pass, which could be, that could be awful when you blitz a guy off there. But he did a good job of getting his arms up and knocking it down.
Well, I tell you, if he doesn't knock that down, Stephen Pye is there for the interception. Mm-hmm. So good job there by Laro, Chaz Turner, Josh Blue. Then your linebackers, T.J. Esgard and Charlie Wood. So a lot of cover guys. You got 5 guys responsible for the run, 6 guys for the pass. Here they come on a blitz again. They run away from it. Slips the tackle. Charlie Wood gets inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line.
Boy, another time where we're right there to make the tackle. We're still, we're not getting the edge set. We're getting our shoulders turned too much by our defensive ends, and they're able to get outside of it. And then we're there to make the tackle for minimal gain, and they're able to slip off of it. So they're hard running. They're a hard running back there that they've got. But we gotta make the tackle.
1st down and 10. The ball at the Cardinal 36-yard line. Here comes the bubble screen. No, they're going. Quarterback tucks it. He's scrambling around. Gabe Sequichi's chasing him. He gets across the 30 and out of bounds at the 21.
Well, what's a busted play? We've got him covered, and we should be able to, to get him for a loss or minimal gain. He's able to scramble around and make, 15 yards off of it. So that's just a good play by their quarterback. We were there. We disrupted the original play, but he's just able to use his athletic ability to make some positive yards.
7:47 left to go here in the first half. Cody Laro is checked out. Walker Davis is checked in to give him a break. Here comes the handoff up the middle, across the 15, all the way down to the 11-yard line.
Boy, Jeff, I've talked about it a lot, but they're getting a big, big push on our defensive front. Our defensive front got pushed back about 5 yards that play. And anytime you give up you give up that much yardage, it gives that running back a whole lot of field to play with, to make cuts or to find seams. We've got to establish the line of scrimmage. I know we're just playing with 3 guys, but those 3 guys have got to hold their ground.
2nd down and 1. Here comes the handoff up the middle again. He's at the 5, the 3, and gets down inside the 1. So it's going to be 1st down and goal.
Yeah, that was a little bit better job that time. We didn't get pushed back, but kind of rushed to one side there and was able to open up a seam for him. But they're doing a great job with that read option, that dive play, just giving to the back and letting him find a seam and go. We got so many guys out covering the pass that we don't have a whole lot in the box.
Here comes the handoff up the middle, and they are going to say stop short again just to the goal line. So make it 2nd down and about 6 inches. I don't believe the football could be any closer to the goal line.
Without touching it.
So what we need here is a bad snap in the shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the good thing here is the ball is about an inch from the goal line. They're going to snap it back 5 yards.
Here comes the quarterback. He's not going to make it this time either. As there's Cody Laro and T.J. Escagard, and he's going to lose yard. Well, they're going to say
how in the world can they say he didn't lose more yardage than that? He didn't make it back to the center's butt, and the center's butt was about 2. That's a bad spot for us. That ball should be way, way further back.
It's 3rd down and about 2 feet.
But still, they're going to snap it back to about the 6-yard line before as soon as the play starts. So good for us.
Look for them to run it to the outside. Here comes the quarterback keeper, and he's going to have to hustle, and he is going to get in this time as T.J. Escagard tried to track him down out there on the edge, and he broke the tackle and scored. And
well, we have our defense is right, our offense is left. He has run that play again and again and again, and we haven't stopped it yet. We have to do a better job of hemming him up and not letting him get to the outside like that.
So with 5:40 left to go, it's 33-21 pending the extra point. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. So that'll stretch it back out to 13 points, and we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Plenty of time left. 5:40 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Redbirds trail by 13. Looks like they're going to kick it deep this time, but I don't know.
You never know.
That kick is going to be hit the ground at the 20, fielded by Josh Blue at the 13. He gets to the outside. He's at the 20. Cuts it back in at the 30, the 35, and pushed out of bounds at the 38. They had a guy there for outside containment. He broke down. Blue turned the jets on and said, I'll see you upfield, Bubba.
Boy, Josh Blue caught that ball off the bounce, and as soon as he caught it, he saw that their guy had his shoulders turned and was trying to hem him up, and he just went around him. And that guy couldn't do anything, couldn't turn around quick enough to make the tackle and pick up good yardage on that return.
That's one of their safeties. He's back there talking to the other safety right now, saying that dude's fast.
Yeah, he's pretty quick. Yeah, and that's the thing. We can just get Josh, if he can get past that, past that second layer there, past the linebackers, he's going to be hard to catch.
There's a quick out to Ingram. Ingram's going to make one miss at the 40, He's at the 50, the 45, and ran out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, we just got pushed in the back right in front of the official after the play was called and didn't get the flag. That's dirty.
I didn't see it. What happened?
Well, Ingram went out of bounds, and one of our guys is kind of jogging off over there, right next, there in front of the official, and got pushed from behind and knocked down.
Well, that was Blake Putnam. I seen him on the ground, so it must have been him.
Yep.
Well, who did it?
I don't know. A blue guy. It doesn't matter who did it. You just throw the flag.
Throw the flag. Odell's going to come split over here to the near side. Ingram's going to come to the far side, and here comes Nick Huff on the field. Here comes the handoff to Blue. Blue is going to be hit at the 42-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 2 yards. Had a little confusion there before that play ever got started.
Yeah, had to switch out some guys, and we had just the bunch package there, just running the outside zone off of it. Tanner Barnes, one of our young guys in there, replacing an injured player, but he's done a good job. He let his linebacker slide off and was able to make the tackle.
Here comes Waggle up under center. Odell's going to come split to the near side. Bunch package again with Putnam, Ingram. Josh Blue's going to be the lone setback. Here goes the wheel route, and that pass is picked off at the 20. He's at the 23 trying to get upfield. Odell's giving chase. The 25. He's at the 30, and there's a flag.
I don't know. Boy, he sailed that one by a good 10 yards.
Well, it looked like Ingram got held up.
Yeah.
They're going to finally, Blake got hit in the back again, and this time they're going to get him. So the first turnover of the night for the Redbirds, it's going to be a costly one.
Yeah, we really, and I know it's pretty obvious there, but we really needed to score on that drive to keep this game within reach for us. With the way their offense is able to drive the ball, the way they're able to run it on us, we really, really needed to have a nice sustained drive there and get some points on the board. And that's frustrating to throw the interception and put some more pressure here on our defense.
4:32 left to go in the third quarter. Redbirds down by 13. Ball's going to be set at the Goblin 19-yard line. Got a little pressure on him. He's scrambling around. Here comes the pass, and it is complete. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, get that much pressure, that much scramble, and he's still able to find an open receiver. We got to get him on the ground. Well, it looks like we did get him on the ground. He's slow to get up, and that's good. We're going to have to get him out of his rhythm.
Charlie Wood and T.J. Esgard chased him all the way back to the 2-yard line, and he completed a pass, picked up 8.
Yeah, he's slow to come back up, and that's good. They're his legs have hurt us just as much as his arm has. He's been able to run the ball, hit that outside edge, especially on our defense's right-hand side, and so maybe slow him down a little bit here and help us out.
Here comes the handoff up the middle. This time he's hitting the backfield by Zach Yoakum. He's going to fall forward. Going to be short of a first down. It's going to be 3rd down and a long yard.
Big play here for our defense. Got to hold them up here and force them to punt, get the ball back after the turnover by our offense.
Ball sitting at the Cardinal 28-yard line. Need to get across the 29 for a first down. Here comes the quarterback keeper. He's going to get across the 30 up to about the 31.5-yard line.
Well, Jeff, I'd like to see us get the motion call on that because the quarterback and the running back were both creeping forward before the ball was snapped. You can't do that. But still, we know that play's coming. Anytime they've gotten a 3rd and short, that, just quarterback take the snap, run right up the middle. We know that one's coming. We got to be able to step up and stop it.
First down and 10. Empty backfield now as the running back goes in motion. Here comes the drop. Cardinals giving chase, and this time he's going to be brought down from behind by Cody Laro.
It looks like, Jeff, anytime that they bring their guy and they empty out, the guy on the trip side, they're going to empty out and they're going to have trips on one side and twins on the other. And anytime they do that, the guy who was, our outside linebacker or linebacker, whatever you want to call him, is going to come off the edge. And that's the third time I've seen us do that, and all 3 times it's been successful.
That's a good pickup. 2nd down and 13. Redbirds showing blitz. Now the quarterback is trying to get outside, and that pass is off the hands of the receiver at the 48-yard line. Coaches next door are going crazy.
Yeah, they're getting upset at Morgan Lewis. He's defensive end here, and instead of staying home, and setting a hard corner and not letting this quarterback have a soft corner on this side, he's rushing way over across the field and giving a big lane here for the quarterback to run on, and that's what they're upset about. They don't want him to be able to scramble and come back this way. We got a defensive lineman, especially defensive ends, have got to stay in their lanes. You got to stay outside on the outside shoulder and rush to quarterback depth, and that's as far as you go.
Empty backfield. Here comes the blitz. They've got a little pressure on him. Now he's going to throw it, and it's going to be complete at the 49, right in behind the linebacker in front of the safety. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Well, every time
all the way down to the Cardinal 45-yard line.
Every time we kind of get them in a hole, we think, hey, we got something going here. Their quarterback has used his arm or his legs to get him out of it. He's a great player. They got a great offensive line, too, to help him. They're a good offensive team, and it's showing right now.
2:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Redbirds down 34-21. Here comes the quarterback keeper. He's across the 30, the 25, the 20, all the way down to the 19-yard line.
Boy, same thing, other side this time. Quarterback keeper, faking that dive. We're all sucking inside. Makes a huge lane for him to run out of here. We got to be disciplined and stay at home and not get sucked inside on that dive.
We've got a Redbird down on the field. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
What's that?
Tony Chairs.
Tony Sasheries.
Turn your same old into Creole with Tony Sasheries' famous Creole seasoning. It brings out the flavor of any food. Use it instead of salt and pepper.
Here, Mom. It's Tony Chacharoos. Tony Sasheries.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Blake Putnam has got up and walked off the field. I don't know if he had a cramp or just kind of holding his calf, but got up and walked off on his own power. So it's 1st down and 10, the ball at the Cardinal 19-yard line. Here comes the jet sweep. Missed a tackle at the 20, but now he's going to be brought down by Gabe Sequici and Cody Laro at about the 18-yard line.
Boy, we had him there. T.J. Askegaard was there to make the tackle in the backfield on that jet sweep, but T.J. ducked his head. You always say we got to get your head up. You got to tackle with your eyes. T.J. ducked his head there and didn't see the juke and was able to get an extra couple yards because of that. Still a good stop there on 1st down, make it 2nd and 9.
Empty backfield. This time they've got containment, and it throws back over the middle. The pass is complete at the 7-yard line. Brought down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, you look at how well their quarterback scrambles and how mobile he is, and then how well he throws it too. And boy, that's hard to defend when you got a quarterback that he's that mobile. So you don't want to get up the field too much because he'll see a running lane and take it. But at the same time, you got to get on him because he can throw it so well. I mean that's hard to defend. It's that's just he makes it hard on defenses, and it's showing right now.
1:02 left to go in the third quarter. 1st down and 10 at the Cardinals 6. Here's the handoff up the middle. Going to get inside the 5 all the way down to about the 3-yard line, 2-yard line. Redbirds close to going down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, we've sit right there on the verge of keeping it within 2 scores, and then that turnover is really what kind of has flipped the switch on it here. But hopefully we can stand up here. You got to stop them 3 more times.
2nd down and goal. The ball to Cardinal 2. Here comes the handoff up the middle. He is not going to get in. They're going to say he's about a 2 foot short. Taryn Pettigrew, along with Chaz Turner and T.J. Escagard in on the tackle. Well, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Redbirds down by 13, and we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast, please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports, with 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. The last quarter of football for this season. The last 12 minutes for some seniors. And this is the 12 minutes where some juniors get to take over a little ownership.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's time for that transition here. We know we're not making the playoffs. We know this is this last chance for these seniors to stand up and do something. So, they've played hard. They've played hard the whole game.
Well, they went in a wildcat formation and scored, so that's going to make it 40-21. Every time they score, the ambulance lights come on. That scares me.
Yeah, makes me think somebody's hurt.
Yep.
Ambulance lights come on, they shoot off fireworks. Football's big here in Harrison.
I told you it's big.
Huge here.
They got a beautiful facility. The home stands are packed.
Mm-hmm.
You look across the way, Redbirds brought a good crowd tonight too. Here's the extra point, and that kick is up and it's good, so that's going to make it 41-21 with just under 12 minutes to go in the ball game. And
anything can happen, Jeff, but we're going to have to score, and we're going to have to score quick, and we're going to have to get some stops on defense. So far, really, we've stopped them a couple times on turnovers, but as far as forcing them to punt or, stopping them on a 3rd down, we haven't been able to do it. And a lot of that's been due to they blocked really well. Their quarterback, he scrambled a lot, but he hasn't really had a lot of pressure, He scrambled, but he's throwing it and not getting hit. And so we're going to have to contain him.
Let me tell you, if their punter is a senior, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, he didn't even
because he hadn't even got to play on senior night.
They need to punt on 2nd down just to make him feel better.
I wish they would. I wish they'd punt on 1st down.
Yeah. But you got to feel bad for our seniors and how hard they played, and they've been, the injury bug hit us about week 3, and it has stuck with us. Week 4. Was that Little Rock Christian when we started getting? It was after. Yeah, right after that game.
Yeah. Halftime of that game is when we started showing up. We made it all the way through the non-conference schedule with no injuries.
Yeah.
And tickled to death about it. And then halftime, remember, we come out and we're missing 2.
Yeah.
So Josh Blue is going to set up at the 7-yard line. And they're going to squib kick it. Walker Davis is going to field it at the 21. Get up across the 25 up to about the 28-yard line. They blow forward progress dead. So here comes Waggle and the boys.
Yeah, what we can't do here is we can't get too worried. Can't get you get frazzled here. We just have to come out and play our game. Lots of time left. try to drive it down, get some points on the board, and then anything can happen after that. We get this thing, right now it's a 20-point ball game, so it's a 3-score game. We get it within 2, and you can score 2 touchdowns really fast.
Well, Jonathan Kirshner has checked in for Zach Yoakum. Yoakum's replaced the 55 with number 34, and here's the senior fullback. He's going to get hit right at the line of scrimmage. And, Zach is one that when the injury bug hit a couple weeks ago, he had to move to the line.
Yeah.
And, he's been fullback, defensive end.
He's played all over the place. He's
Yes.
been a versatile player for us, and boy, we're going to hate to see him go. He's, even as a junior last year, there were lots of teams that ran away from Zach Yoakum. He was he was a major part of our defense, and still was this year too. He's been a great player for us.
Here comes the bubble screen to Ingram. Ingram going to shake one at the 30, be brought down at about the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. So that's going to make it 3rd down and about 6. 3rd down and 5.
Look at Michael Ingram. Michael Ingram is another senior that's been a huge target for us here in our passing game. He's one that you get the ball close, there's a good chance he's going to go up and get it.
Waggle was trying to hit Nick Huff in the flats, but he got unloaded on just as he threw it, and that pass is going to go incomplete. So you look at Michael Ingram out there on offense, and Hayden Sutton, Chaz Turner, Morgan Lewis. Those guys, this is their last go. Then you look on the defensive side with T.J. Escagard, Cody Laro. You had Josh Blue playing running back and safety. Rustin Dutton, guy's a special teams guy.
Hayden Sutton, did you say that one?
Yeah, Taryn Pettigrew, who's had an awesome year. And I got to be honest with you on Taryn. Taryn, Taryn well. Taryn's a great kid.
Oh, yeah.
And when Taryn tore his knee up last year before practice ever started on a fluke accident, I wondered if he would ever be able to come back.
Yeah.
And Taryn has had a great year.
He has.
And, I'm tickled to death. I am proud of these seniors. I hate it for them that they're going to go out like this. Mm-hmm. But you and I had talked before the season started that jumping to the 5A, even though this bunch and the junior class had so much success as 8th graders and 9th graders, we made the comment that if you think it's going to be easy, you're kidding yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And what we had hoped is we would be competitive.
Yes.
And when you look at it, the whole season we was competitive.
Oh, yeah.
And there were several games that if you ask them guys and you ask the coaches and you and I after the ball game, we walked out feeling like we were the better team. Mm-hmm. But we would make uncharacteristic mistakes 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and then you just have to tell yourself, if you do it so often, it's not uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
But an interception here or a fumble here or blown coverage here, which they tried to go deep there and the pass was overthrown, but it's been a long 10 weeks.
Yeah, it has. It has. It's been a long weeks. I know for the players and the coaches especially, they go out there every day. They put in hours and hours. I coached for several years, and the main reason I got out of coaching is because how many hours it is. I mean, it's a lot of time away from family. You don't from August to November. Those coaches, football is their life, and boy, it's tough to see this happen to us. That we got such talent and such ability, and just not able to finish out a lot of ball games, just mainly because we're outmatched because of injuries.
Well, now they got the quarterback scrambling again. Now he's all the way back to his 20. Now he's at the 30, the 35, and is going to be run out of bounds, and they're going to throw the flag there. And there comes another flag as Yoakum slung him down.
Yeah, we got blocked in the back out in the middle of the field, but we didn't get that flag.
Well, they could have thrown the one on the quarterback for going after Yoakum.
Yeah, coming back up and popping up at him.
Coach Adams is out on the field. He is asking about the block in the back.
Yeah, he wants to know about the block in the back, and that's what Coach Harper's yelling about too.
Big game in the 7A this week, Bentonville and Fayetteville. Bentonville's putting it to them.
Really, what's the score?
38-2.
Ooh, they are putting it to them. 2. They must score to safety. That's all.
Here comes a handoff, and the Redbirds thought they had him hemmed up in the backfield, but he slipped the tackle. Picks up a couple yards. And
Zach Yoakum's out there on that. He's going full bore. He's not going to let up. Zach Yoakum is going. That's just the type of guy he is. He's going to play hard every play until this game's over.
Taryn Pettigrew in on the tackle. So Morgan Lewis is in at a defensive end, along with Gabe Sequici. Laro and Sequici giving chase, and that pass did not make it to the line of scrimmage, so there should be a flag, and there it is.
Yep.
And there's another flag back at the 34-yard line. Let's see what that is.
I think they both be for the same. I'm hoping they're both for the same thing. That should have been, that flag's supposed to be thrown, by the white hat.
So it's intentional grounding. It'll be loss of down, plus they'll move it back. Redbirds had an all-out blitz on that one.
Yeah. Well, this quarterback of theirs is good. Coach Harper was talking about how he's their best player. He's probably one of the better quarterbacks in the state, and I see why. He reminds me a lot of Johnny Manziel.
Don't you say that.
I'm just saying, that's who he reminds me of. He can scramble, and he can throw it, and he can run.
Well, let me tell you then, if he's like Johnny Manziel, next week he'll be standing on the sidelines holding a clipboard.
That's right.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I actually,
I watched Cleveland and Cincinnati game last night, and Manziel over there with his big coat on the clipboard.
I'm not a big Manziel fan, but he could scramble and he could get out of situations you didn't think he had a chance of getting out of, and then he'd step up and throw it right after scrambling and make a big positive gain on you. And that's exactly what their quarterback has done to us all night.
Well, their coach is lobbying over here, so the official runs in to talk to the white hat, and apparently he says, "Boys, we are in Harrison. Why do you throw that flag on us?" So here we go. It is 3rd down, and let me figure it up. 33, I think. Here comes a bubble screen, and that pass is incomplete. So 4th down. So here we go. The punter on senior night.
All right, he gets the punt.
He's having to run back over here and get his helmet.
Hope he's stretched.
Look at him. He's number 7, and only the top part of his jersey sticks out of his pants. That's your kicker.
Yeah.
And watch him boom a 55-yarder.
Probably. Should be well rested.
High snap. Oh, boys, the Redbirds about got him. Kick is going to hit at the 40 and roll to the 38-yard line. Walker Davis come in with some heat.
He held up. I was afraid, because they could really call that if they wanted to, because if you run into him, if you touch him at all, they can call it. But he did a good job of holding up, kind of, didn't knock him down.
Well, he had a hold of him.
Yeah, he had a hold of him. Wasn't going to let him fall down.
I'm going to hug you until they blow the whistle.
He did. That was a good job. That's a good no call, too, by the white hat.
Turner and Ingram split to the near side. Odell and Laro to the far side. Waggles in the shotgun. Here comes the snap. Out route is going to sail a little bit over Odell's head at the 43-yard line.
You don't talk about it a lot, but our running backs are a major part of our blocking scheme when we pass the ball. And Josh Blue's done a great job tonight when we're passing the ball. Our 3 and 5 step drops of blocking. He's a little guy out there. He doesn't have a lot of weight on him, but he walks up on somebody, and he's done a great job of blocking for Waggle.
I haven't talked about this yet, but I know that this is a game that Evan has had circled on the calendar. Evan came to Farmington from Harrison.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so You know, a lot of these guys he's playing with are guys he played with in junior high and his sophomore year in high school. So, you know, this is what'd they call right there?
I don't know.
They threw a flag, but they didn't move the ball.
They didn't do anything. I don't know what they did.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But anyway, you know, Evans is senior, and I will say this. One of the best catches I've seen this year was by Evan.
He was out of bounds, Jeff. I don't know what we're doing. He was out of bounds by a foot.
Well, they picked off the pass over here at the 36-yard line, goes out of bounds, turns around, runs back to the middle of the field, and they let him go.
That's awful.
So with 8:36 left to go in the ball game, Goblin's going to set up 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. But back to my story, the catch that Evan made against Van Buren.
Yes.
The touchdown catch where he tipped it, the tip drill.
Yeah.
You know, was an incredible catch. And, you know, that's another senior, you know, that he was good because you could put him on the other side of Ingram, and you couldn't really key.
No, yeah, he had threats on both sides.
But I think Michael had a good year, partly because you had Evan on the other side of him. Here comes the Redbirds. Charlie Wood's going to get them in the backfield, and they're going to give forward progress up to the 43-yard line.
Still going to be a loss of about 6.
Well, Coach, we're not going to spend much time after this game's over because we want to get on the road, and there's 8 minutes left. There's a lot of people we need to thank. You know, the Prairie Grove Telephone Company.
You know, one thing I always forget, Jeff, is that Prairie Grove, every time we score a touchdown, Prairie Grove Telephone Company donates $30 to our general athletic fund, and so that's great of them. You know, we use that just for equipment, for things for the broadcast, mainly to pay for your food. You know, because you eat a lot on the trips. You know, Law's not here, so he didn't eat as much, but you know.
So really, that's what you want to say. Do we want to talk about supper tonight?
No, I did. I ate a lot tonight. Oh. But, you know, big thank you goes out to Prairie Grove Telephone Company. They've been so great to us. You know, they provide our internet at school, you know, at a great price. There's a lot of schools in our area, the whole state. When they hear how much we pay for our internet and our leased fiber, they get jealous because Prairie Grove Telephone Company treats us so well. You know, Dale Reed and those guys are just a great group of guys to work with, and they've done a whole lot for our school and for this broadcast, and we just really appreciate all their help.
And then you got all the people that have you know, bought advertisement.
Yeah.
And you know, we sure appreciate them, and they're the funds that they set in, and you know, every year we try to add something new, equipment wise and stuff, and you was talking about on the way over here today, you know, a piece of equipment that costs $9,000.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no way we can get it.
No.
But you know, every year we're spending $1,000, $2,000 on something to try to make it a little better.
Yeah.
Because we know that, especially this year, that a lot of people can't make those drives.
Yeah.
And we understand that. We get to joke and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 guys that go with us every week.
They work hard.
That do all the work.
Yeah.
And they catch a lot of heat from us. You know,
and they're good sports about it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and I thank those guys.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Cale Petrie, Ben Hadley, Will Warren. You know, you've heard us call them several different names.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Bowtie Ben and Will the Weatherman and Skee Ball Cale. But you know, they're a great group of boys. They're able to go and they load up on the bus with volleyball, go down and broadcast the volleyball state tournament. We're not involved at all. They can set up the equipment, they can run the whole show, and they do a great job of getting this stuff set up. You know, used to, I was really involved in setting up and breaking down, and now I'm not, and I kind of like it.
Yep. Well, they completed a long pass there with 7.5 minutes left to go, but I want to finish up by saying that I want to thank this senior class, you know, for the way that they have kind of led this team into the 5A conference. You know, and now they're 7.5 minutes away from the junior class having to take that role on and build on it. You know, the junior high team had a great year. So you mentioned there, here's a pass toward the end zone, And Xavier Wilbanks on coverage, a freshman.
Yep.
And he was the closest one to it. But, you know, I think you're right. I think that, you know, in the future, brighter times are ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to thank you for, what's this, 4 years? 4 years?
4 years.
4 years of on the road doing this. This is my last game.
No, it is
not. This is it. I'm hanging it up.
No, it is not.
And I've had enough of it. I'm tired of getting abused, but I want to thank you. I've had a great time.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun, and here they're trying to go deep again, and that pass is incomplete. And now there's a flag thrown, and they could – I don't know if they're going to get what they're going to get, but the guy way over here, the side judge, threw it.
Well, that's awful. If he's throwing the pass interference from way over here when it was right in front of a guy, right in front of their back judge, if the side judge throws it, that's pretty sad.
Well, I think, you know, after the play, the guy kind of gave they're going to call holding
on
us.
On us. Yeah, that's sad. He got influenced by the sideline is what happened there.
Yeah, well, I thought it might be throwing the flag on. Is after the play, the guy kind of swung a fist at Chaz. The referee comes back over and says, "How you like that, Coach?" Side judge does.
Yeah. So you tell me you're not going to broadcast any basketball games this year?
I'm going to do basketball.
Well, there you go. So it's not your last game.
But this is it. This is it for me on the football field.
No, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, first Friday of next year, look around and see if you see me there. Hey, the ball's on the ground, and the Redbirds are going to get it. You deserve that. If you're up 3 touchdowns with 7 minutes left to go, and you're going to go exclusively passing the ball.
Yeah, that's right. You deserve to get the turnover. I think that's pretty cheap, to be honest with you.
Oh, look at here. We got a fight broke out.
I didn't see what happened, Jeff.
I seen it.
There was some pushing and some shoving and some stuff going on.
Evan Odell just chased that young man down. Apparently, one of them boys said something to him, and
he got his helmet ripped off.
Yeah. Never like to see that.
Nope. They're having a little discussion down here on trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Well, the one that got thrown down, he's way over here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with all I saw was a
$13 is ejected. Number 2 is not ejected.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. How can they eject one and not the other?
Well, it's pretty easy. You're on the road.
That's right. Yep, that's right. And, you know, it doesn't make that big of a difference for us. It would make a big difference for them because if their guy gets ejected, he can't play in their first playoff game.
That's right. So offsetting personal unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, how does that's the other thing is how does our kid's helmet get ripped off and he's the one who gets ejected? Yeah, that's pretty sad, Jeff.
Waggle sidesteps some pressure, and that pass is almost incomplete or almost picked off.
We did a good job of switching there from offense to defense and knocking that ball down and getting it on the ground and keeping that from being a turnover. Still 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in the ball game.
41-21, and I seen the whole thing. You know, the boy come up and started talking Odell, and I thought it was just an old friend.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he said something. He took off, and Odell chased him down. Here comes the handoff to Josh Blue. He's trying to get to the corner. He slips one tackle, gets up across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Evans having to make the long journey to the locker room. I see Coach Blue's walking with him.
It's just good to see Coach Blue here.
Third down and 7. Yoakum's your fullback. Blue's your tailback. Out route to Turner, and that pass is thrown over his head. Turner takes a shot. They could have thrown a flag there.
Yeah, they could have. The ball was way past. It was definitely a late hit. Jeff, I'm going to try to get us some scores here. In the 5A in our conference, 5A West, this is rivalry week.
Yep.
They try to match up guys the teams the last week of the conference who they're going to try to make to be the rivals. And so Harrison will end up being kind of our rival game that we'll play the last game of the season every year. Let's see. Go through the scoreboard here. We have got Maumelle 28, Little Rock Christian 30. That's in the fourth quarter, so that's a close ball game. We've got...
What was that, Maumelle 28?
Maumelle 28, Little Rock Christian 30.
Wow.
So Maumelle right now is undefeated, but they're trailing Little Rock Christian by 2 points in the fourth quarter. Trying to find some other 5A games here. We got... they got it kind of mixed up here. They have Bentonville, Fayetteville as a 5A game. I don't think that's right.
What's the score of that one?
Bentonville 45, Fayetteville 2. So Bentonville still picking on Fayetteville by quite a bit.
Here comes quarterback keeper, and he's going to be brought down by Zach Yoakum all the way back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's all the scores I can find, Jeff. I can't find any other 5A scores.
What about in the 4A? Pea Ridge, I think, was playing Shiloh tonight.
Yeah, that's a big game, isn't it? Let's see if I can find that.
That'd be for their conference championship. Second down and about 15.
Let's see. Gravett beat Gentry 40-0. Lincoln lost to Prairie Grove 16-42. Hey. Pea Ridge conference champs. The game is over. They win 32-6 over Shiloh.
Boys
32-6.
Springdale and beyond drop down to 4A and are going to end up as the number 2 seed.
Yep. Looks like we got Morrilton 42. Here's the other games that are in our conference. Morrilton 42, Clarksville 0. Big win there for Morrilton. Let's see.
We got a Cardinal down on the field. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Okay, we got us and Morrilton.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting you to the all-new Everett Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Springdale. With our family-owned, customer-friendly service, you'll enjoy a better way to buy. Come see us and discover the Everett difference. It's a better way to buy and the right way to do business. Family-owned, customer-friendly, the all-new Everett Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram at the corner of Don Tyson and 71B in Springdale.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Gabe Sequici, they've got him up and helping him off the field.
Hey, I found the other score, Jeff, that we were missing in our conference. Greenbrier 52, Vilonia 19.
52-19.
52-19. So the big surprise here tonight so far is that Little Rock Christian has beaten Maumelle by 2 in the fourth quarter. We'll see how that one ends up.
41-21 here, and the Goblins are still throwing it around the yard. Going to be ran out of bounds inside the 10 by Charlie Wood, Josh Blue, and Xavier Wilbanks.
Yeah, Jeff, doesn't make any sense to me. You're up by 20 points late in the fourth quarter. We haven't been able to do much offensively. You keep stopping us, and you're still throwing it. Why would you not line up? And they've had success running it. Line up and run it, get 4 or 5 yards of carry, and run this clock down. Keep your kids healthy. They're going to go on to the playoffs here, and they still got their starting quarterback in, which is surprising. Because he's going to get hit right there.
Very easy to roll an ankle right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that chance. I don't care if you're playing somebody you hate and you're wanting to run the score up on them. I wouldn't take that chance going into the playoffs.
Well, you need to remember this. You file it back. I always say what you do usually comes back to you.
Yep.
And remember how many years the boys from Springdale and beyond did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then their last year in our conference, the first time, remember they was the whipping boys.
Yeah.
And people didn't forget about them.
No, they didn't.
Here they are in the shotgun with 5:10 left to go in the ball game. Here comes the flag.
See, I don't like that either. That's 2 or 3 times now. There's been a penalty or something called, and their quarterback just throws the ball down on the ground. That's disrespectful. Hand that to the officials.
So that's going to move the ball back to the 17-yard line.
Still 5 minutes, 9 seconds left in the quarter.
Here they go toward the end zone, and that pass is incomplete. So with 5:03 left, that brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it'd be great here to get them stopped. They're trying to score late in the game. They're up by 20. Get them stopped. Show them we're not gonna.
Well, we're going to get
let up.
We're going to give them a 1st down on a personal foul for unloading on the quarterback.
I wouldn't mind about that. They'd give them a 1st down for that.
Pass is over the middle. It's thrown behind the receiver at the 5-yard line. See, now I'm starting to get frustrated about it.
You know what this kind of reminds me of, Jeff?
What?
The boys from Springdale and Beyond. The whole atmosphere, now that I think about it. Hadn't thought about it yet.
Well, they are on to try a 34-yard field goal. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Sidewinder's good. That thing was spinning sideways.
It was. It was. I thought it was looked like somebody threw a Frisbee.
So that's going to make it 44-21. .455 left to go in the ball game.
We still got time here. We're going to get the ball. Going to get some seniors in there. Give them a chance to run some plays here. Hopefully we can drive down and get a little momentum and, get a score, get a positive thing here going into the season off. We're down, 4 scores now. So I doubt that we're going to be able to get that. So we're probably going to come out of here with the loss. But still, never give up, never surrender, never quit. And that's the thing about this group of guys, these seniors, is they're not ones to give up and quit. They're going to keep fighting, and they're going to play with emotion, and that's a good thing.
Josh Blue is going to go back to the 8-yard line. Gabe Sesquichi's back up. He's out there. They got his ankle taped up. I can see. You can see that tape sticking out on that black shoe. Sidewinder kick that's going to go out of bounds
He called it touchback, but that looked like it was out of bounds to me. You know, that's a difference of 15 yards. You get it on the 35 if it goes out of bounds. You get it on the 20 if it touchback.
Chaz is asking him about it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from here, it sure looked like it went out of bounds before it crossed the goal line, but we'll give the fine gentleman in a striped shirt the benefit of the doubt.
Of course, we always do.
He's got great eyes.
Yeah.
He's the one that called the holding from 40 yards away.
Yeah. Yeah, he's buddy over here with the Harrison coaches. They're high-fiving after every play.
Waggles up under center. Here comes the handoff to Blue. Blue's got a little seam, gets across the 20 up to about the 21. Game clock is down to 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Rustin Dutton, a senior's come in playing guard. It's good to see Rustin out there.
Yeah, it is. Get him some plays here. We'll probably see some more Josh Blue, maybe toss over here to get up over closer to our sidelines.
Nick Huff is going to come split to the near side. Ingram to the far side. Here comes the toss to Blue. Blue sets that foot, and he just makes one of them look silly.
Yeah, he did. He one of them looked out there and looked like it got the bones pulled out of him. Just collapsed there in the middle of the field.
So Blue's going to pick up about 5 yards, make it 3rd down and 5. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the ball game. Yoakum and Huff to the near side. Waggle's going to go to Ingram, and that pass is off Mike's hands at the 34-yard line. It's one of them ones where Mike started to, you could tell he was looking for a place to run.
Yeah, he felt that his defender was way off of him. He was right. He was looking for the the open lane before he caught the football. That's one he'd like to have back. A catch he normally makes. It's still a good route, good timing, good throw there by Josh Waggle.
So here we go, 4th down and 5. Redbirds trailing by 23. 4 minutes, 6 seconds left to go in the ball game. Waggle with a 5-step drop. Pass is tipped and is going to be incomplete. And Harrison's going to take over on downs at the Cardinal 25-yard line.
Yep. I didn't realize it was 4th down, Jeff.
You're just frustrated, aren't you?
A little bit. You get in games like this, you get down, you know that this is the last game of the season, there's not a chance for you to really come back. It's easy to get down. It's easy to get frustrated and try to stay positive. But, really for the most part, other than one slip-up, our boys are doing a good job.
Well, to Harrison's credit, with a 23-point lead, they send their starting quarterback and their starting offensive unit back out there.
Doesn't make any sense to me, Jeff. You're just asking for somebody to get hurt.
Handoff up the middle. And if they're running the midline, they're running that option, read option now. So I'm telling the guys, one of you hit the running back, the other one hit the quarterback. Don't care which one has the ball.
There's some subs.
Well, now I guess they've heard my play call. So here comes a whole new offensive unit. They're going to get us for being offsides.
Hey, look, that quarterback tossed the ball back to the official. That's nice of him. I'm not going to call it on them.
Well, they had to, though. White had it through a flag, too.
Yeah.
He's over here. The side judge is apologizing.
I tried, fellas.
So 2nd down and 15. The ball's at the 30-yard line. Here comes the handoff up the middle. It's going to get to about the 25-yard line. Taryn Pettigrew getting up off the pile along with Zach Yoakum.
Yeah, I think we're going to, at this point in the ball game, hopefully, we're going to continue to run it. Only 3 minutes left. I'm going to see some of that quarterback read option. We don't have quite as many guys out in coverage. We're bringing some pressure, so hopefully we'll be poised to stop it.
TJ Askegard in quick to clean that one up. It's going to be a loss of a yard, make it 4th down and 11. Here comes the field goal unit.
All those seniors over here celebrating and put their helmets on and get back out there.
So this is going to be a 43-yard field goal.
That's a long field goal.
They're calling timeout.
I think they should have just taken that delay of game, made it a 48-yard field goal.
Yep.
That'd be more interesting.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Here we go, 43-yard field goal. There's a snap. The kick is up. Man, that's a great kick.
Wow.
It's good.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
Wow.
Setting off the fireworks.
Yeah, they ought to be about out of them things.
Yeah, you'd think so. It's kind of like, remember when we used to go to Ozark and they'd have the hillbilly who shot the shotgun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't like that. Don't like the fireworks either.
Then I remember it used to, when Ozark would come play us, the hillbilly would walk the sidelines.
Yeah.
With that gun.
Yeah. Yep, I remember that. Don't know if you can do that anymore. Might get arrested. We call Officer Parrish on him.
Officer Parrish.
I tried to call Officer Parrish today, and he had taken the day off.
Has he?
Yeah, he wasn't there.
That would be any different from any other day.
No, yeah. He may be there physically, but not always there mentally. Now, we had an accidental 911 call today. I had to track it down.
Yeah?
Yeah. Always
911.
Always adventurous. Yeah, when you have to dial to get out of the system, you have to dial 9,
Yeah.
And then to dial long distance, you have to dial 1. Well, sometimes.
Boys, I tell you what, the kicker is all fired up now. He just kicked one that hit the back of the R in the end zone. That's 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah. He's got some leg.
Yeah, he's fired up. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left.
You watch much ESPN, Jeff?
Yep.
I was watching ESPN, Mike and Mike in the morning, and they were talking about ways you could change football. You know what one of the proposed rule changes was?
What?
That on a kickoff, if you kick it through the uprights on the kickoff, the ball goes on the 10-yard line.
Really?
I'd like that. That'd be awesome. That's just fans talking. That's not really going to happen, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
Taryn Pettigrew's in. Is that Taryn?
I think so.
Looked up just as we snapping the ball. Yeah, Taryn Pettigrew's in playing quarterback, and that's a position that Taryn played.
Played it in junior high,
in
Pee-wee.
Junior high and Pee-wee, and
just emptied out and let him run the quarterback draw. Let him pick up some yardage. Let the senior get some stats.
Harris
there he goes
across the 30 to 35, lowers his shoulder.
That was great. Oh, that's a great job. There's a senior going up against the young guy, and he's like, hey, I'm the senior here, and I'm going to prove it.
Well, hey, no, now hold on. Number 10 is one that
he's been out there,
he's a starter on their defense.
Well, Taryn made him look silly. His legs were straight up in the air after that play.
And he is pointing over to the sideline.
Say, get me out.
Trying to come up with some excuses.
My shoe's untied.
Yeah. Now Josh is back here. Josh says, I want a little bit of that.
Yeah, give me some.
Here comes the toss to Josh, and Josh is going to juke a little bit, and then he's going to be brought down at about the 35-yard line. That was a great run by Terry.
It was. They knew it was coming, too. He did it the last play. He did it again and had a great hole up the middle. He hit it, and then he saw he was going to get tackled by a safety. He said, hey, if I'm going to get tackled, I might as well do it on my terms.
I'm a defensive end.
Yeah.
He said, I'm tired of running backs lowering their shoulder at me. He said, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, he got a defensive end playing quarterback. Earlier we had an offensive tackle intercept the football and run it for 20-something yards. That's good to get some guys to touch the ball who normally don't get to.
Pettigrew's going to be in the shotgun. Here comes the quarterback keeper again. Taryn just lowers his head.
Yeah,
he just lowers his shoulder and says, here we go. So it's
got 10 seconds left, so that's probably going to be the last play of the season there for the Cardinals.
Redbirds are going to go on the road to Harrison. They're going to go away a 47-21 loss and end up 4-6 on the season.
Hey, Jeff, next Tuesday, coming Tuesday, 9:30, we have our this coming Tuesday, November, what's that, the 11th?
Yep.
We're going to have a Veterans Assembly that we have every year. We're going to broadcast that. Kale and Will and Ben are going to set up the equipment and broadcast that assembly. We'll have some veterans speaking. The band will perform. So we're going to broadcast that. So if people at work or at home want to watch it, they can watch it. We'll record it. We'll put it up online afterwards as well.
Cardinal fans, that's going to do it for us. Jeff Oxford, Jared Morrison, our three main guys. We enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And you guys, we'll get started a little bit in basketball, and then before long, football season be back around next year. But thanks to everybody for your support. Congratulations to this senior group. Now it's time for the juniors to take charge, and I'm excited about the future of Cardinal football. So everyone, have a good day. And I usually ended up with a Go Hogs. I am going to go out on a limb and tell you right now the Razorbacks will not get beat tomorrow.
That's right. Guaranteed.
Guarantee it. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great evening. We'll see you.
Good night.